The team had moved forward, recovering from their recent bout, having some discussion and moving forward towards their next destination, the carbon interface, the second to last one they knew about, the penultimate. However, meanwhile, 2 others were at work, retrieving the carbon interface for their own purposes. Now, these parties have intersected, and 2 sides will do clash on a train moving over 100 miles per hour. Rain?
Ooh. Oh, I thought it was raining outside.
No, it's raining inside. I mean,
Rain, you feel yourself pulled through the top of the train, smacking down there, landing on your feet, and stumbling slightly. 2 figures stand in front. They both blink and look at you. You start to feel something around your neck. You sense it as a chain, but you don't see it. You can tell that the individual in front of you, to your right, is holding it.
Okay, we've got a stand user already.
Well done, Jaba. You pulled the only one who could survive that fall.
Shut up. She was the closest one to the edge, all right?
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of being introduced. Would you mind removing this thing?
Oh. Yes, of course. Wait, no. He stops. My name is Don Jaba. He moves forward. I've been sent by Mary.
I figured you're the barista. You're the barista from that. What was that? Clarice thinks back to the shop. There are so many damn coffee shops in this city.
Yep. And I'm in all of them.
You're in all of them?
Yep.
Clarice reaches over. What kind of weapons is this guy holding?
He seems to have sheathed a sword.
Okay. I hope you're a good swordsman. You're a great barista. Clarice reaches down and, actually grabs the metal bar under one of these tables and just blasts it with the shock of energy, superheating her palm. She pulls it back and creates a length of metal that's more or less similar to a sword. Yeah.
He kind of thinks of it.
Give it a shot, Samurai. Let's see if you can make a better swordsman than you do coffee maker.
He smiles a bit. All right, then. He starts pulling out his sword, and he pulls out this rusty piece of shit blade, and he's like, oh, god damn it. He drops it to the ground. Oh, god. Pablo,
Looks like you should have brought a spare.
I know you have a spare.
Sure do. You want it?
Yeah. I like to give the android a sparring match.
A little too honorable for my taste, but fine. And he kicks over his sword.
All right. You see Jaba put his foot on the sword, and then with a flick of his foot, he kind of puts it onto the top of his heel and lifts his foot up, and then grabs the sword without letting it stop touching his feet. Then, he simply lets the sheath fall out, lifting the blade and flicking it around. And on cue, something seems to fall and hit the roof. It's very light, but it seems that you and Jaba can hear it. Oh. Pablo, can you take care of the others for me? Just hold them off.
My pleasure.
And remember, he turns to Pablo a bit, side-glancing him. He speaks. The sun never sets.
We simply lose sight of it.
When day turns to night.
Rain watches this exchange like she was gonna chime in with any amount of quips, any amount of sarcasm to bring down the moment, but she stops. She senses the spirit from these 2 warriors.
Pablo just suddenly seems to pop and disappear. Jaba moves forward.
Okay, wow, I'm actually getting fired up. I thought that this was going to be a joke or something that I'd throw to my student as a teaching lesson, but Rain grips her sword. No, I'm taking this one for me.
Sounds good. He moves forward. All right, let me just put this down a little bit. He moves forward and begins slashing. Let me just roll something. As he moves forward, he seems to lift his blade up, standing in a rather aggressive stance. A stance that seems to show no defense at all. He means to strike you, and he cares not what will happen to his body. He yells outward, speaking with a loud voice as he goes in, slashing his blade repeatedly. Let me just, He moves in, striking with a great blow.
Oh my god.
The blade in his hand seems to flare up a bit, moving out and striking downwards. Going with a blow that seems to be magnified by the nature of the weapon he wields, but even alone, the strength is immense. You see him pull back, letting go of his chain. It seems to stop there. His stand is disabled. As he you want to reply to this one?
Yeah, oh my god. Oh my god. I need to not die here. Rain, as she sees the attack come in, she's ready for a normal attack. Like, she's seen punks fight on the street. She's seen what people are capable of. She's used to Johan, who's a swordsman in his own right. But as this guy closes in, and like, the admittedly cheesy line comes out, Rain lets her consciousness fade for half a second, and during that moment, he is a blur of motion closing in on her. She draws her weapon up and does her best to defend herself. Okay. Let me do it. I've got 5 bronze, and I've got dueling, and I'm gonna try to protect myself with this weapon. Close!
Oh, close!
So damn close! Rain with shocking speed manages to deflect the attack towards her head, but nothing can keep up with this man's assault. Not even robotic precision.
The blade goes down. You feel it chip halfway through your blade that you've created, infused with Haman. You feel if that blade was not infused with Haman, it would very well have been destroyed. You feel like using your Haman weapon to fight back, but you realize the blade he wields, it holds similar strength. This is simply a competition between the skill of 2 swordsmen. The blade pushes in, kind of chipping a bit into your armor, but you do hold him back.
Rain using the momentum, like, okay, so the blade digs into Rain's shoulder and she carries her entire body slamming against the ground. She sends up a chair into the air, slides backwards across the ground, and picks up the blade Sun discarded, the old rusted one. Okay, looks like I'm gonna need a real sword for this.
Alright, your turn.
Okay, she picks it up and closes in, hoping that his steel will find purchase. Though his attack was something that she can't understand, she's gonna try to surpass that with the basics. She can't beat this person in skill, but maybe she can compensate with strength.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Fuck.
Oh my gosh.
So good!
You move in.
It's
You
just
start
that
moving in
much
with some
better.
basic skills. He smiles a bit and steps into a rather basic pose, not like the aggressive one before, but also a basic skill. Simply teachings you would learn inside of a normal sword school. He deflects, 3 strikes go, and on the 4th he moves forward, chipping a side off your thigh as he chips off circuits kind of spilling a bit. Another chip off of your armor, however.
Rain slides backwards, the sword digging its way across the ground. She's losing body mass to this guy. Lucky I'm an android now! Anyone else would be bleeding all over the place. But hey, means I can enjoy it, I guess. She pulls the sword back and flicks it to the side. Though she hasn't managed to strike the samurai yet. She can tell she's keeping up with him and is relatively impressed with herself as much as she is with this barista's skill.
He kind of looks you up and down, looking at your stance. You're pretty good. More like 1,000 students put into one body.
That is... Oh boy, that's too close an observation. That throws Rain for a second. Similarly, it's like, at the same time, it feels like I'm not fighting a human at all on the other side. It feels like I'm fighting a blade. It's frustrating, I hate to admit it, but it feels like... What was your name again? Sunjaba?
Sunjaba.
That person has been annihilated. What I'm fighting right now is emptiness wielding a blade, and you know, for somebody like me that's so full of people, she assumes another stance. That is frustrating.
He moves a faint step. He expects you to dodge back a little, but you remain firm. He realizes no tricks will work. You're at least past that point. So he jumps in again, disregarding his own safety as he pushes through the chairs, the desks, the floor, and another.
Oh my god, I love it. Okay, let's see how it goes.
No.
Oh, damn, Rain's getting her ass kicked. This is good.
Blade
1,000
slices.
cuts.
This one goes a little deeper, actually tracing a spot right through, like Robin Hood shooting through an arrow. A previous injury, carved deeper. A little more recklessness would suit you well. He steps back again, resuming his beginner stance and waits for you to approach.
Okay. Rain, taking the advice to heart, picks up the blade. Okay, recklessness it is. She draws the sword out and actually plunges it into the same wound. I'm gonna take some damage from that, but she's going to draw it back and it's crackling with ham-on lightning.
Alright, roll me 2d6, keep 1 plus your bonuses.
Okay. 2d6 plus 1, keep... Oh, okay, cool. Gotcha. Yeah. Now with her fucking sparking blade, she drags it across the counter, sweeping it at Sun's head. So that would be 2d6 plus 8, I believe.
Alrighty.
It's a 13.
Alright, let's see. Sun can only win if he rolls a 6. Nope. Okay. With that recklessness, you bring down. You basically carve down. He lifts the blade up, but the pure strength of the wound, the pure strength of the lightning emerging from it, and your own metallic strength, with the recklessness you've put behind it, you bring down that blade, and it pushes. The back of Jun's sword cracks against his head a bit as he stumbles back, dazed for a moment. He reflects a bit. There we go. Hey, let's both try going all out at once.
Okay, sounds good. Rain draws her sword back. She drew, like, as she scattered the table next to her, she sent spiraling into the walls an uncooked steak that now sizzles against the wall. She lowers it. Okay, all out it is.
Alrighty.
Let's do that 2d6 plus 8 again. Wait. I'm gonna do my I feel like that should only work once. I'm gonna do it with that. Ooh! Yeah!
You go in, both of you charging at once. His voice rings out, and you hear him try to speak again. However, you smack him against the wall, interrupting his blows and slamming against the window, which cracks. And with that, he kind of shoots back up onto the table, moving across and giving another slash at you.
Okay. Oh, there it is!
Boy.
Oh, damn!
Once more with passion.
Oh my god.
As you pull your blade up, you realize you're in a terrible situation. He has the high ground. He leaps into the air, jumping over your blade, and positions his sword straight downward, bringing it down through your neck, down into your systems. You barely manage to duck back so that it only causes a large gash to go from the neck down through the chest slightly. You push back against the table as he moves as well, using the opportunity to kind of leap to the other table then down again. This is getting pretty interesting, Rain.
Yeah, I thought I had you there for a second. I overcame your best technique with a normal-ass hit, and then you came back and did it again! I'm actually so mad. Like, it worked on me. That shouldn't work on me. She seems upset, slams her body back together, and redraws her sword. It's been a while since I've had a fight, like a fight, like a real fight. I don't know what this feeling is, but I could go for more of it.
Then come on over here. I'm waiting.
She strides and attacks.
He
This
steps
is
back,
amazing.
lifting his blade over his head and starts doing jabs, pokes, simply stabbing forward and back, forward and back, forward and back, over and over again. He keeps you a hair's distance away, almost taunting you like this, as you continue to push him back through the train. You all...
Right.
Yes.
Rain gets more and more into the pursuit. Like, it's almost like systems are malfunctioning. For some reason, she doesn't know why. She needs to close in on this man. She can understand ones and zeros, absolutes. But this is such a close margin. A hair's breadth. Every single time their swords nearly touch, she nearly takes an advantage, but he always seems to be one step away. An absolute thing that she cannot reach. Rain can accept absolute defeat, she can accept victory, but something that's just outside of her capabilities, that is infinitely frustrating to the android.
He stops. You find yourself, you analyze it the moment his words start coming out, and that's how you know that there's no way to avoid it. You should have been more aggressive. You can't pick between defense and attack. You need to pick one or the other. That's Hijizuru style. And you've just backed yourself against two walls.
Jeez.
Fuck!
Oh, good sixes! Yep! Rain realizes all too late that in this moment, she is completely boxed in. Her normal 360-degree awareness. Absolute sight born from every individual hair follicle having a camera buried in it was turned off. For some reason, she only saw the samurai, she only saw the tunnel. And in that state, she could not see the blade.
Your turn. Although, Jaba looks at you and holds. So, if you really want to come at me, put all of it into the blade strike. I can see
Rain.
now. She speaks a bit. What Mary saw in you. Potential. I've drowned it out, I think. So I'd like to see you reach it.
Rain sparking and, like, actually malfunctioning at this point. Just grabs the blade. She no longer needs to sink it into her body to carry any sort of a charge. She is like, she's letting off enough sparks that just being in contact with it is making it a ham-on weapon. Okay, all out it is. She's going to pour all of her energy into the blade, square up, and, she's gonna go in for the attack.
Alrighty.
So I'll go for that good 2d6.
Alright.
Let's go with my former roll. Oh, God!
Oh, you go in. This time, you realize there's no escape. There's no way forward. So, you push into him. He swings his blade. You do not attempt to deflect it. You let it simply clash against your armor, sparking. However, you push with extreme speed. The blade almost seems to skid, no purchase being found. Instead, you jab him straight through his side, jutting through his gut, knocking him back over this counter into the kitchen. You stop there, your legs being held over, as blood seems to splatter as Jaba falls down into the kitchen space. On his knees, he quickly flips up, almost splashing more blood onto the floor. That is what I'm talking about. Good job, Rain.
Rain picks up the sword, flicks all the blood off of it. One of her eyes isn't working, it's flicking red repeatedly. She stands a now hole in the wall and peers down at the man. I gotta admit, this is a pretty good sword. She picks it up and steadies it once more. You made a mistake throwing it away. I think you'll find that broken things work best. Still sparking, she closes in.
And so their duel will continue. However...
That was so fucking good!
Chuckle, you land on the train. You landed there and you leaped immediately once Rain was glad. And you kind of balance yourself. Your legs sting from the impact. You kind of balance yourself on the train, managing to stay still momentarily. You hold yourself and begin looking around. Rain was dragged off, and then she disappeared.
Turtles takes a step forward, or not? Okay.
Oh, no, there you go.
Are your legs taken too?
No, but I did get forced back by the sheer wind pressure.
The wind pressure! Alright, yeah, now you can go. I shouldn't be able to do that anymore. Alright.
Okay. Chuckle looks around, see if he can find any trace of where the fuck she got pulled in from.
You notice that there are windows around the side, however, it doesn't... you don't hear the sounds of anything going on. It's like she simply got pulled through the top of the train.
Alright, Chuckle's gonna continue down.
Alright. Alright. So, sorry, I can't.
Go on ahead, do it. Cut my head off. I can feel it.
Chuckle, make me a brains roll.
You got it!
Alright.
Not my best!
How do you send rolls just to GMs?
Slash GM roll.
Slash GM and then roll? Okay, sounds good. Alrighty. I need to... Chat's being weird for me, so I just need to make a secret roll real quick. But, Brennan, if you want to do anything.
Yeah, sure do. As soon as Chuckle keeps walking forward, he's going to realize that someone's in front of him because the sparks coming from the claws of your boy Pablo are going to go into his eyes like some sort of pocket sand.
Pocket sand!
And once he's distracted by said sparks, he's going to get shot at by a shotgun that he stole last episode. Continuity.
Continuity!
Jesus Christ, did I just get pocket sanded and shot at?
Yes. So that 7-year-old, that will be what is reduced as you kind of just stumble back, kind of almost seeing this coming, but also not. It's basically your keen sense. So Pablo, make me some attack rolls here.
Okay. How do I need to roll for pocket sand?
Yes.
Okay, that's an attack roll. 1d6 plus 5. Makes sense, right? Yep. Not used to fighting, so forget. Not bad. Not a bad pocket sand.
Alright, so the pocket sand flies out, and Chuckle, you are then pocket sanded. And then comes shotgun.
Oh, that's terrible.
Ooh!
Oof. So the pocket sand distracts you, so you take 1 damage reduced by the brains. But then from being pocket sand, you take 7 to the chest. Or probably not the chest, you'd be dead by a shotgun. But shotgun pellets blast against your left arm, sending you backwards a bit and stumbling as someone's in front of you. You saw the muzzle flash for a moment, but they're invisible. They must be.
Oh, perfect. So Chuckle's going to immediately bring out Starboy.
Alrighty. I'll drop that for you. Oh,
I already got it.
You got it.
Alright. Now he's going to fucking create he's going to create a string of crystal and imbue it with rotation so it fucking spins around everywhere in front of him to tighten around him.
Ooh, okay.
Alright, I'll roll Starboy's precision again. This one. And now I'll add the rotation one, which is a +3. Actually, no, I can't, because it's turn-based! Shit!
Yeah! So you create first the crystals, or no, you do the rotation first.
Yep.
And you're gonna feel the crystals on your next thing.
Yep.
Alrighty, so
that's
that's
action.
Alrighty. Sounds good. Actually, since you can do that all in one turn, since you're not opposing anyone with that first thing. So yes, you have this little defensive rotation of crystals around you now.
Okay. That is going to bound forward and spin around this area to try to grapple him.
Alrighty.
So I will roll, I guess, precision again.
I guess so, yes.
Haha!
Oh boy.
Oh, geez. Well, looks like someone's gonna have to
+3 to that, because rotation. Wink.
Wink.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure you got it.
Wonk.
Wonk. Yeah. So,
I gave all my good rolls to Jaba.
so you lasso someone. You wanna describe how you get out of there? You feel yourself connect there, and then an individual seems to form. You having whipped them across the face at high speeds with a lasso. You see blood leaking off of their mask as they stare forward with you, claws on hand.
Well, it was worth a shot.
Well, howdy. Oh, you did a pun. Nice.
Thank you. Fancy meeting you in a place like this.
Fancy meeting you for the first time on top of a train. By the way, if you happen to see where a blue glowy girl has went,
Yeah, she's in for the fight of her life underneath our feet right now. Would you like to see?
oh yeah, sure. I'd like to see her having fun for once.
Okay. Pablo is going to use his stand to make the roof of the train invisible.
Chuckle, you notice that almost like a little sunroof, a window. Momentarily, the train seems to view open. You notice below, engaged in a duel. They don't even notice you. Jaba and Rain are fighting, swords clashing together. Very quickly, the sword fight seems to go forward, past where Pablo is, outside of your sights.
She doesn't look so good.
Looks like she's having fun.
You both stand there for a moment. Now, initiative order, Pablo's first and then Chuckle. We're beginning the actual initiative with that.
Okay. Since I'm using Starboy, that's gonna be bad. That. There we go.
All
Okay,
these combat things.
so that's the two. I'm gonna add you guys on initiative while you're doing your things. You can take over, Brennan.
Yes. So how tight is this crystal lasso you got going here?
Well, that was 2 nat 6s, so I think pretty damn tight.
Yeah, looks like I'm just gonna have to cut it with my claw hand. Pablo's going to reach out and cut it at the rope and try and relieve himself from this
All right.
situation.
In which case, it would be a durability roll versus Pablo's attack.
Okay. Huh! Oh boy, a durability with this stand? Alrighty.
Oh boy.
You're getting there.
Not out yet.
But Brennan, if you wanted to be out, Bizarre Field, you can get a
Oh,
+2 to
sure,
that.
right. Yeah, I forgot I had a bizarre field again because these guys don't know my sand.
Yeah. All right. Click.
Let me go, and I'm going to disappear again.
Alrighty. I'll drop you back to GM later then, Brennan.
Thank you.
There you go. And I'll have your menacing following you so he knows exactly where you are.
Menacing somewhere.
Yeah, just a floating menacing symbol.
Alrighty. Shovel's going to prep a secret action.
All right. As you do that, you hear something coming from behind. Footsteps running forward. It's Johan.
Oh, shit.
Hey
Oh,
man, you alright?
yeah. I'm surprised we made it unscathed, considering...
Wait, stop moving?
Yeah?
Yeah, we might, there's an invisible guy up here with a claw hand. He's gonna, he will definitely attack you.
Oh, shit. Where's Rain?
She's downstairs having fun.
Should I get involved?
If you want to, sure. She might yell at you, though.
Well, you got this.
Yeah, sure.
You sure?
Yeah. Ren's
Alright.
doing her, Ren seems to be doing her thing. So, don't want to interrupt that. She rarely ever gets time to do that.
Good point. What's your plan to deal with this guy?
Oh, don't worry about it. If I say it out loud, he'll kick my ass.
Ah, good point. Well, I'm gonna leave you to that, Chuckle. Johan looks around for an opening in the roof. Does he see any on his end?
You see, are you looking for what again?
I'm looking for a way to drop down.
All right.
train
Well,
car.
actually, right here, you might be able to peel these open and try to get your way in.
All right. Johan tries to crouch down and pry open the hatch.
All right. Make me a bronze roll.
All right.
So the hatch is a little hard to do. A figure comes up, approaching you from the front, seeing you struggling a bit with this. He looks at you.
Need help?
Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna try and help, I guess.
Alrighty. Make that for me then.
So, what are we doing up here?
Well, Chuckles is currently fighting an invisible man, and he seems like he has this under wraps. Rain is down below fighting her own fight, so was planning on actually supporting her.
Invisible, you say?
Yeah.
Uh,
You got something in mind?
maybe. Yeah,
Listen,
I
if you
can't-
want to
I
help,
can't get
I'll
this
take
open.
whatever help I can get.
Yeah, you're gonna have to keep trying at this, but I can't help you.
Yeah, you do what you gotta do.
Alright, Slim, here's the drill. This guy has a claw hand, so don't let it hit you.
Can do. Pretty sure I know who we're talking about.
All right. Back to the top. Sheba does something. No, Pablo does something invisible.
I'm gonna do an action that you won't see, which makes it a secret action, even though
Oh.
technically not according to the mechanics.
Yeah. All right, Chuckle, your turn.
Alright. Chuckle is going to go on ahead and do something secret for his prepping secret action. Don't worry about it. And then he's just going to walk right here. That's it.
All right. What about you, Johan?
Johan is going to pull out his cutlass and kind of knock it. Actually, he's gonna conduct a Hamon charge through his hand, kind of pull the metal up and try to yank the entire covering off. So I will roll a 1d6 plus 4.
Oof.
Use Hamon to enhance that.
You could use a Hamon roll. You'll need to use a Hamon roll.
Okay.
But that'll be next turn.
Yeah.
All right, Divino, your turn.
I'm going to declare both Chuckle and Johan minions with my Brando Man ability.
I see.
Yeah. And then I'm going to step forward a little and set a secret action.
Alrighty.
I don't really
Gotcha.
have anything else to do.
Top of the order. Pablo.
Pablo is going to take another action secretly.
All right. Chuckle. Your turn.
Alrighty. Chuckle is going to do the good old-fashioned thing of, since works once, fucking broke. I forget the way the saying goes. I'll be honest. Anyways, if it's broken, don't fix it, right?
Yeah.
So, Chuckle's going to go ahead and do the rotation lasso again.
All right.
Full round charge on that.
All right. So, what areas are you trying to hit, by the way?
Right now, Chuckle is applying it on himself.
Ah, I see. So it's gonna whip around you and like a. Ah. So you apply it to yourself first.
Yep.
Alrighty. I believe that.
Looking for a good icon for this. Oh, this is a good one.
All right. Yeah. Now it's Johan's turn.
Alright, Johan's gonna try to rip up the covering again.
You can do it. It's just a train.
Anyone can beat a train.
Use that ham on Johan. You can do it. I believe.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh god, yeah. So, remember, that was a Hamon special action, so you have 3 left of those in this battle.
Johan
Train to overdrive!
Crazy train overdrive!
Oh,
Is
that's
going
good.
to- Yeah.
Do you want some help flavoring this?
Sure.
So, Rain just used Hamon Lightning. You used Hamon Lightning to heat up all of the rivets that popped it and melted.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Bam!
He thrusts one hand in, charges it, and watches it metal, thrusts the other hand in, melts it more, and just kind of parts the metal and drops down into the train part.
Alrighty, sounds good.
Fucking
Don't
dope.
forget 6s explode.
Yeah.
Mhm. You don't need it in this case,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna bring you to the other map. Last up here, Divino, your turn.
Deviano's gonna step forward again and call out, "Hey Pablo, you here?" Just to instigate. I don't have anything else to do.
Good strategy.
Yeah.
Pulls out beer. Hey, Pablo, you lifted up.
Yeah,
and it
I'm over
flies
here.
in your
Oh,
mouth.
crap.
No, just to reveal that I know who he is.
This is the world's most deadliest game of Marco Polo.
Pablo Stabbo? I don't.
God.
Pablo Stabbo's pretty good.
All right. So, with that, I'm gonna drag us back real quick to the underground area. So you come on out from the bottom area. I'm going to now put you on the map with the current fight in progress.
So it was 2 attacks? I believe it was 2 attacks.
All right, here. Let me just.
We've been rolling on this side. you
Yeah,
see.
yeah, it was. Yeah, it was 2 attacks. All right, bring me down. Everyone down there?
I'm down here.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
You can start moving.
Alright.
You see
Johan.
signs of combat, some chairs flipped over, etc.
Stake on the wall.
Yeah, Johan looks at the stake on the wall and raises one eyebrow.
Oh, wait.
He draws his...
Christian?
Yeah?
Did you see what I had said about
Yes, I did.
Johan going? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me just.
I mean, I guess it could happen whenever.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I see. I can rewind it back a bit if you like.
It's fine as long as it still happens.
Okay. Do you want to describe that then? I can bring it back to the top real quick.
Yeah, as soon as Johan enters the hatch, Pablo was actually next to him while he was trying to take off the top of the train.
Oh.
And he had actually set up a chain not dissimilar from Sanjeeva's in a noose type fashion that would tighten and yank him off of the train.
Ooh. All right.
Don't die, Johan!
That's That's a secret action. I don't. I think that's.
It's a secret action, but it's not.
Yeah, because it's your thing. So that's
Don't
just
give me
you,
any secret action. Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna roll chain versus brains. So, ooh,
Ooh, scary.
gotta beat a 9.
I'm gonna...
That's a scary one.
Hmm.
I can help counter this if you need help for it.
I wanna,
Broken eye, minion.
the minute Johan feels like he's being pulled off the train, the Hamon infused in his hand is gonna latch to whatever, like to the very edge of the covering here and kind of magnetize him to the train itself.
Alrighty, give that a roll. Oof, clash.
Unfortunate.
Ooh.
Oh,
Escalation.
did you want to escalate that, Pablo? Or did you want to...
Yeah, let's escalate. I like escalating.
All right.
Although we're gonna get that ZZ
Yikes.
top.
Yikes.
Oh.
Looks like, all right. Yeah, Johan, you fucking got it.
Holy shit. My
You hold on, like making a metal rope, clinging onto the top and pulling yourself in time at a time.
Is the chain still around my neck? Can I see it?
Yes,
You
you
can't
can
see
see
it.
it. Oh, you can't see it?
Not
Ah, I
as he's
see.
moving.
Yeah, you're right. You can't see it.
Johan's just gonna kind of stay in place until he can get a better idea of what's going on. He's not gonna drop down fully yet.
All right. So, Devino, if you wanted to do something slightly different on your turn, you could still say that, hey, hey, Pablo, and then you could do something else since Pablo is behind you now, or at least he was behind you.
I mean, sure, I can try and like fling backwards. Fling's the wrong word in that situation. I'm gonna swing my duffel bag behind me. I don't know what that's gonna be. But it's just plus my brawn, right? It's like 1d6 plus brawn.
1d6 plus your brawn.
Woohoo!
Plus.
You did it, champ.
Yeah!
Pablo.
Plus, add a 5 to that for you know why.
Pablo had a great 4-season run.
Oh,
It's a
okay,
shame
so
it happened
that's,
this way.
I guess
That's 9. So Pablo,
yeah.
you make a roll for me now. Or first I should say,
You want-
which way are you throwing it? I have 3 directions you could pick. You get to pick one. You could pick this way, or this way. A bit to the right, a bit to the left, or straight down the middle.
I'm not throwing it. I was gonna like swing it with my hands, but
Okay, that's fine.
I'll go straight down the middle, I guess.
Alrighty. Pablo, roll, and you get an extra +2 to this.
What should I roll?
Your bronze, plus an extra +2.
Okay.
You're trying to beat a 9. Good, there's the Pablo rolls. They're bad.
Yeah, there you go.
Big Pablo.
You
Goku, it's Pablo.
So you swing around the duffel bag, and then emerging from it, surprise caltrops fly out, sprinkling across the train. Johan, you duck down. However, the caltrops, some of them just seem to go invisible in the air, and then suddenly caltrops fly back at you and stick into you, dealing 4 damage.
Me?
target?
Yes, Deviano.
Oh, okay. 4 damage. I can
Yes.
work with that. Where's my pencil?
Pablo, back to you.
This will be a less secret action. There's windows on the side of the train, presumably, correct?
Yes.
Pablo's gonna jump off the train, swing on the chain, and break through the window.
The chain attached to Johan's neck.
Yeah, that should hold him.
All right, yeah.
Holy
Johan, you feel yourself being dragged as suddenly a window impact goes off. Make a bronze roll for me, Pablo.
Drag him, Kang.
Versus, yeah, or just so you're pulling. You leap off, cracking through the window, and then landing, and you just pull from behind your back, tugging at his neck.
The minute Johan feels something go for his neck, he's instinctively going to reach up and conduct a Hamon charge through, just in air, hoping to get hold of whatever's around his neck.
Alrighty, make a Haman roll. Or if you're doing your Haman signature, just a normal. Alrighty, Pablo, so you take, you grab onto the chain where you believe it would be. It's invisible, but it is tangible. You shock through, Haman surging through the chain. Roll your own bronze now, too.
Okay.
Just a normal bronze roll from you. 1d6 plus 4. Okay, the Haman surges forward and backwards. It shocks around your neck, singeing your neck as it starts running through your body. You feel yourself getting electrocuted, but at the same time, you know your opponent very well might be as well. As you stand there, you take 8 points of damage. And Pablo, you feel the shock coming, and you take 4 points of damage. Would you like to let go of the chain? Or would you like to struggle through the pain?
I think I'll struggle. I think I learned a lesson last session.
Okay. You will... Alright. Just make me a bravery roll. Just try to beat a 4.
Okay. We did it.
Yeah. Barely. Pablo grits through the pain, holding onto the chain. Johan, you still feel pressure around your neck. Chuckle? It's your
So,
turn.
I'm assuming that I would have heard the glass shattering back there.
Absolutely.
Okay. Upon hearing that, Chuckle's going to immediately jump off the opposite side of the train, letting the speed of the train pass him by, so he ends up back here. And then as he passes by the window that when he sees where the broken window is at, he is going to use Starboy's ability to teleport himself inside the train and fucking drop kick Pablo.
Oh, okay.
The window was on the other side.
No, but that's the thing. You can teleport through it.
You can teleport, so you don't need
Yeah.
to.
So
You just see it
gonna-
to the other
And-
side.
He teleports from the
My goal
left
here
the
is to
right.
knock him out of the window, where in which I will do a follow-up action.
All right. You...
So, I will spend a bizarre point to do this, by the way, 'cause fuck. But first, I'll roll the base.
Wait. Hang on, I just realized he's still invisible. However...
Oh, I know, because I'm assuming by
but you
where the
can
broken
kick him.
glass is
Oh,
at,
yeah, no,
it's going to be
exactly.
an estimated guess here.
Yeah, that is definitely fair. He'll have his Bizarre Field still, so you can't do the follow-up, but you can go for this. So roll me 1d6 plus your bronze, and then, yeah, I think that'd be good.
Alright. Oof, can I spend a bizarre point to make that better?
Ooh.
Wait, no, I can't do that.
Yeah, he's got one more still. Pablo, make me a roll. Come on, roll me. Oh, wait, no, actually, I think your minimum's a 6.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy, Chuckle's dead.
Oh, fuck.
Chuckle's gonna fall out and die.
No,
Well, I
that was
could also
too
roll
cool
the,
for me to punish it that hard. I can't even.
I could also roll for the crystal ability, if that's cool.
Good. It's still on you, actually. So, because it's still on you, it's still
Oh
on
yeah,
attack.
rotation's still on me.
Yeah. What's your secret action, by the way? What did it trigger here?
Has Pablo made physical contact with me in any way?
Well, I was just about to describe it a certain way, so here you go. You jump out, the speed of the train very quickly dragging you by. Honestly, it's less than a second. You use your stand to teleport inside, and the momentum of going backward at that speed, teleporting in the moving train, you kick him. At least, that was your goal. However, you feel a strong grip grab onto you as your body gets flung a bit. You're grabbed by the leg as Pablo holds onto you.
Alright.
Now, yeah.
That activates Chuckle's secret action. Upon Pablo touching him, Pablo realized that Chuckle has set a very thin layer of crystals around his entire body, therefore shattering upon being touched. Where in which he's going to use the reflections of those to fucking... So, I'm assuming right now, Pablo became visible for the brief moment he touched him, correct?
Yes, because he's... Yes. I won't tell you why yet, but yes, he did.
And so now, by doing that, Chuckle now has visibility of him. Chuckle's going to literally warp Pablo outside of the train.
Oof. Using the trail of crystals that you made?
Yep, from, because fucking him getting hit shattered the thin layer on him.
Alright, Pablo, how do you want to respond to that?
Well, good thing I have something to hold on to here. I'm going to hold on to that chain.
Alright, you will be warped out of the... So, okay. Make me that roll for warping him.
Alright, well, do I have a secret action bonus to that?
Yes, you do. It'll be... Ooh, let me see, that was... I'm trying to think what that one would be. It's either 1d6 or 2d6. I think it only has, like, one triggering requirement. However, because of the action leading before it, I like that a lot, so I'll give you 2d6 plus brains.
Alright.
The leaping off the train is just good, so... Yeah. Pablo, make a reaction however you like. Yeesh.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm probably going to, but see if I can hold. No, yeah.
Would you like to,
Yes, I would.
burn your bizarre... Okay, yeah. So, you end your bizarre field, so think real quick how you're going to reveal what you do. However, we're going to wait on that. I'm going to give you a few moments to actually decide that, because we're going to cut back away real quick. As I drag us back to the inside. Alrighty.
Those 2 attacks?
Yes.
Okay, my first. Okay! Rain, yeah, God,
I'll
okay.
take care of it. Don't worry.
You got it?
I'm just gonna give them sight. There we go.
Fantastic.
Now you can do a thing, yes.
Okay, cool. Rain. So, meanwhile, while this has been going on the roof, Rain, like, at first recognized that there were people on the roof, but that part of her consciousness is gone. She's focused intently on trying to kill this man. However, all of her efforts seem to be coming to naught as she managed to pull off that dramatic strike last time. It feels like nothing's working right. Every single step she takes, it's like the joints in her hip lock improperly. It's like every single step drives parts of her apart. It's like she's falling apart, and similarly, she too is becoming just a blade. However, unlike Sun, these attacks aren't purposeful. They're ugly. Well, instead of achieving that same state of emptiness that he has, she's instead pursuing this with single-minded vision. She drives her blade forward, and it slams into the walls, an ugly affair.
Jaba speaks up again. You're trying to resist it. He steps back a bit. You need to stop that. What do you think you're doing, even? He moves back a bit. You see him form a defensive stance for once. He seems to signal you, but you're confused. You sit there for a moment. Why are you fighting me?
I'm fighting you because... She stops. The thought almost hadn't crossed her mind. She was attacked at first, like, the events are a play. She was attacked, dragged off the train, a sudden rush of wind. The samurai in front of her, her assailants, people she knew she'd have to fight. However, none of that matters at this moment. Nothing, no objective clicks, nothing feels right. She lowers her blade for a second, almost exhausted. She looks up at him, and half-heartedly offers, I'm fighting you because there was nothing else to do.
He steps forward a bit, moving slightly with his blade. The defensive stance is gone. You two clash, making a few strikes together, and then he speaks while swinging the blade back and forth. That's good, but not good enough. You feel so empty. You have no emotion in this fight. You have nothing. That is not how I fight. Are you trying to mimic me, Rain?
Rain stops. Is she She'd been trying for so long to pull something from the people around her. Some small deal of the heroism that drove them. She thought for a second if she could rip away whatever drove this samurai, she'd be unstoppable. But, just like his blade, such a thing is beyond her. She can never catch it. So instead, she trusts all of her strength to her next attack. She draws her blade back, this ugly, rusted creation, all of her joints creaking, and swings.
He lifts up, clashing the blade. And in that moment, you feel, you understand, as if a conversation is occurring between steel, a blade clashes against yours. You feel as though you've reached this point of understanding. And with that, something clicks. The style, the form of combat. You understand Hijizuru style. You know what it represents. It represents joy. Careless joy, happiness. The ability to fight, move, act, without considering the next moment. Simply losing yourself in the time of now. It is something so foreign to you, so violently opposed to the way you think, the way you are. And when you comprehend that, everything inside of you sparks to life. You feel it ripping at you. Your consciousness is tearing apart. He moves again. You slice at each other.
In that moment, Rain realizes exactly what's happening. For a second, her emulation of humanity is torn away, and she becomes that blade, an unthinking mass. And only in that moment can she understand joy. The two slice past each other, and almost depressingly, Rain's plan comes to fruition. A secret action triggered that should we tie, because Rain and Sun have the exact same dueling trait with the exact same strength, should she be given a sword, and should they ever meet at the exact same number, this would come to fruition. A plan calculated by a machine to overcome a swordsman. But in this moment, she realizes the machine can't do it. A machine can't overcome a blade. She can't understand this joy. Her color shifts again. Red becoming blue, and red becoming a different color, a third one, as every sparking circuit in her body understands what it means to be alive, and the fact that she lacks this life. In this moment, instead of her plan triggering, Rain sparks, collapses, and shuts down.
Jabez stands for a moment, turning around and walking forward towards her, lifting his blade into the air. He brings it down on Rain and simply plants it at her side. I didn't even hit you, you jackass. He lets the blade plant into the small fake rug on the ground. Guess I learned something from you after all. He steps over her, lifting up his own blade that she had carried. It's chipped, damaged, her force having cracked it even more. This thing could be considered even more useless than it was before. However, he picks it up. I'll do what I gotta do. He looks back. I'm glad Mary didn't want you dead. It would be a shame to see you die before you grasp what you really wanted. He starts moving backwards, and on cue, he hears a window shatter. Huh? He kind of junks to the wall, peeking around the corner, leaving the disabled Rain on the floor. Below, he sees Pablo emerging. And then, very shortly after that fact, he sees another figure teleport in, kicking Pablo straight in the goddamn face, and almost knocking him out of a window. Let me just...
Yo, that was the best!
I did what you said.
Oh my god! Holy shit! Secret action, by the way.
Yeah, that's a nice one. Neato.
Oh,
Jesus
juicy
fucking
secret
Christ,
action.
Jay.
Oh my
That
god!
was so
that
fucking
was...
cool.
Oh, that was so fucking cool! I had no idea that shit was gonna happen! Holy fuck!
Oh, so
hold on. Your monologue said red and blue, purple rain when?
I don't know, man. I was pulling that shit out of my ass. We'll figure it out later.
You fucking better.
I was just caught up in the moment.
Okay, so Jaba comes around the corner, looking down. Hey Pablo, the other one's taken care of. Let's go. Let's take out 3 more to go. He pulls up his blade, and then
hold on. What'd you say?
he continues moving. The robot's shut down. Pablo. He stands and okay, JamiroCorp, that's fine. He stands in a fighting stance, and then suddenly a chain whips forward, grabbing around Pablo. You see it, spectral, glowing with stand energy. Pablo moves back, standing side by side with Jaba. Did you manage to hurt any of the others?
Of course I did. Right on time. I
So,
think we're gonna need my sword now.
I left it back over there. Right over her body, if you want to grab it.
Oh. You think I'd eat it?
He kind of looks you up and down. I mean, do you?
Yeah. I think
He lets you go as you run. You can control yourself, right? Yeah, of course you're GM.
yes.
You can do anything.
I can do
You start running back.
No!
Hmm?
I just moved the background. There we go.
Once you reach a certain point, Jaba's chain unsnaps from you as he pulls it back to him, holding it in one hand, a sword in the other. Chuckle, you stare forward. The man, supposedly the one who has, well, done something to Rain, stands before you with a sword in his hand, determination in his eyes.
Thing looks like crap.
Yeah, pretty bad. He kind of looks at himself, too. She got me good, though. How do you want to handle this one? Suddenly, as Chuckle stands there, a door opens from behind. Johan emerges out from this little back room where the area he was at, like the weird chimney, or the opening was, and he starts going through. Even though you'll follow suit next turn.
Johan rubs his neck and kind of stands next to Chuckle. Jesus Christ. Hey, Tengu. I take it that chain bullshit was your doing.
Whatever gave you that idea? I'm standing next to a stand user with a chain.
Wait a goddamn minute.
He kind of turns.
Johan pushes past Son Jaba.
Or, you mean Chuckle, or?
Yeah, he pushes past Chuckle and stands
Son
in front of Son
Chuckle.
Jaba. Nostalgic metal reverberates melodic to merciful fates.
He looks forward, blinking a bit. Where'd you hear that one from?
Ruth.
He kind of lowers his eyes a bit, staring at you directly. Oh.
You are Son Jaba, aren't you?
He looks a bit, the train moving. It makes a slight turn on the floating rails it has. This train, elevated above the city, moving at intense speed. Yet in this time, no other people are on it, at least in this car. You stand there staring at him. Chuckle stands behind you, Pablo stands behind him. Johan, you look him in the eyes. Yeah, what of it? Are you the one?
Is she alright?
He lifts up his chain. Quickly, slamming it forward. It wraps around your waist and you feel it click onto your side, snapping, engaging the two of you.
Johan doesn't blink. Instead, he wraps his hand around the chain and kind of binds it around his left arm before returning his hand back to his sword sheath. You didn't answer my question. He pulls on it. Is she alright?
You feel a resistance as Pablo looks directly at you. Yeah, she's fine. He moves forward a bit. All right, Pablo. Let's go.
Let's.
Give up.
He kind of stops, looking a bit. You know that's not an option, Johan. He pulls you forward, moving you in a direction as you and Pablo, Chuckle and Johan, stare off. The train, moving at an extreme speed, barreling forward across the cityscape, moving with intensity. Pablo, you go first.
Pablo is going to pop out of sight. Start moving and pop out of sight.
You popped your bizarre field, by the way.
Yep. Oh, yeah, so allow me to explain. As long as Pablo is in motion, his stand allows him to remain invisible. But if he stops, then he becomes visible again. This can be applied to anything and anyone.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still going to go invisible. And then after I turn invisible, wherever I might go, I'm going to attack Chuckle with my sword.
Alright.
All right. Do you want me to play the sound effects?
Please do.
All right. You know what to roll, right? It's on your character sheet.
Let me check. Yes.
All right.
Oh,
Let's
shit.
party.
Let's party.
Chuckle. So, how do you want to react, Chuckle?
Chuckle is going to immediately do a draw stance.
Oh, I'm not doing it from there.
Oh, I should mention, only that's keep 2, by the way. 3d6 keep 2 plus 7. So that's only a 12.
Got it.
Chuckle is going to do a draw stance, and fucking like a samurai about to do the fucking draw strike. And as he pulls out, though, out from his hand does not come a blade, but fuck, hold on, Starman.
Oh,
And it fucking shoots out in this direction at its fucking intensely high speeds, trying to create a sonic boom.
all right. Okay, make that roll then. Ooh, that's 1 point off.
Alright, can I apply my rotation to that, though?
You could. It'll be at 2 now, right?
Yep.
All right. So, describe what happens as Pablo attempts to go forward.
Alright, so, as Pablo walks forward, Chuckle knows that he can't possibly see him. So in order to defeat an invisible force, he must use another invisible force. The very power of sound! By making Starman move so fucking fast that it just shatters through the fucking sound barrier in here, breaking all the fucking windows.
Ow.
Oof. Ow.
Fucking impacting upon Pablo.
That actually, yeah, that's good. I think so. That'll be good.
That also affect the boy Jeba.
I think it would actually, and Johan, because of the technicality of a stand and what it does. Technically, this sound would still be going to him because he can't hear everyone else. So the effective sound would be breach past the stand. So yes, you're gonna do. Everyone has to roll bronze right now. Even you, Chuckle.
Yeah.
You just broke the sound barrier.
I only took 1 point of damage. It's fine.
Alright.
All right, so, so that means that oh no, you took 3 because remember you added your
that's
rotation
true.
to that. So that means that Johan and Jeba take 5, or 6 actually. We take 6. Oh, nice. Alrighty, so that means that... Alrighty, we're here. You're keeping track of your own HP, right, Brennan?
Mm-hmm.
Cool, I'm taking half of mine. So, nice turn. Or nice response, actually. Now it's your turn.
Oh, is it? Should I re-roll my speed because I switched stands?
Yes, you should. Well, actually, I'm actually
staying
for
bottom.
this initiative. Okay, that's fine if you want to do that. But well, for this initiative, I've actually kept it loose. It goes Pablo, you, Jeba, Johan, Deviano, and I just did that because that's appearing order.
Alrighty. So, then, Chuckle's gonna follow up. I'm assuming that your boy Pablo has been slowed down slightly by this possibly becoming visible.
Slow down, but not stop, because he is still invisible.
Alright. Chuckle is going to immediately have Starman just fucking blast out of this broken window. And Starman's gonna hang out here for a little while.
Flying like fucking Superman.
Arms folded.
I'm all prep secret action.
He's T-posing.
Now he's going to fucking charge forward, running past Johan and Jeba.
As you even move, you phase right through them.
Oh boy.
Would we be affected by that if we're
1v1
tethered to the
stand.
chain?
The sound? Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
The physicality? No.
Okay.
Your ears hurt.
Ears hurt. Yeah, so, it's his turn now. He looks forward. His, stand clinging to his sword also at you. He begins stepping forward slightly. Another step. And then, quickly, with an aggressive style you've never quite seen before, he slices forward. Looking like something out of a bad samurai movie, he yells something aloud. Something you heard Pablo say, too. And that'll be... So make your own sword slash to counter that.
Johan's one eye grows wide. He instantly, moving from a drawn stance instantly into an aggressive stance. Johan is going to go all in and attack Sanjeva with the same ferocity he is being shown.
Ooh.
Is that a Haman attack then?
Yes, he's going to breathe in, conduct the Hamon through his sword, and deal and counter his strike with a strike of his own.
Alrighty. That is your last.
Explode the 6.
Yeah, that is your last Haman move for the fight, though, as a note.
Okay.
But yes, you can explode that 6.
Alright. What do I do for that?
Just roll another 1d6. Nice. So that's 19 versus 12. Oh. So, yeah, you move forward, slashing with a force that is intense, knocking him back as Haman launches him all the way to the edge of the chain, a full 30 feet back. At which point, you feel a tug. You're kind of pulled forward a little bit as the force brings you both together in this direction. He is going to burn one of his Bizarre Fields points to use another action. Pulling you forward, using your momentum, he is going to swing you into him. He speaks again. An aggressive style. One that has no defense, you can see that. And one that is most effective when used aggressively and recklessly. Alright, you're rolling 1d6 plus your bronze. Alright, he slices down into you, cutting into your flesh. You take 3 points of damage. Now it's your turn.
Johan grabs the sword and looks him in the eye with a ferocity. I don't like repeating myself, Jaba. Ruth's gone through enough, and I don't want to put you in the ground. He's going to charge Hamon with his free hand and slam it into himself to heal some points of damage.
To do that, make me a bravery roll. Alright. Whoa. So, you try to breathe in. However, when trying to apply Haman yourself to heal you slightly, you feel low on breath. You've used so much Haman in the past just minute alone that you feel the energy kind of drifting away a bit. You're having trouble controlling your breathing, especially after taking a blow like that. He looks forward, staring at you. Kill me? You won't be able to do that with that weak-ass ambition. He readies to pull forward. You both go back in this direction, pulling into a specific choke zone. Anyways,
oh boy, you've activated Chuckle's secret action by doing that.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as Johan and Jebo were outside of this room, he could do this without a guilty conscience.
Oh yeah.
So, Chuckle has had Starman sitting outside of it. When Starman went out the window, Starman was charged up with the bonus sparkly energy of bullshit of returning damage. Starman is going to fucking tackle the side of the train and start pushing it.
Okay,
Yeah?
that's against the train. I'm gonna roll the chain, but I think you actually have a chance of beating the train because of your your bonus. But
Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna have to roll perfectly on this one.
yeah.
Perfect.
Alright, let's just go on ahead and, do I get a secret action bonus for this shit? Or
This
should I
is
just roll Starman's strength plus
This
the
would be a
bullshit
secret
I've taken?
action.
Alright.
Plus the bonus thing. So I'd say because of this one, you're waiting for everyone to leave the room, which isn't just a normal pull, and I'd say 2d6 plus the bonus and your brains.
Alright. That is almost impossible, I'm pretty sure.
Mhm.
In fact, yeah, it is impossible. Unless I pull some extra bullshit with bizarre points.
You can because the field is down for Jaba, for Pablo, and you're not using it on Jaba. It's because of that, it will work.
Alright.
That is not your focus of this fight.
Oof! So
Oof.
that's gonna go and do those fucking bizarre points on there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to first use a bizarre point to send rotation outside of the train and into the wheels, therefore where the rotation could continue rotating much faster.
All right. Oh, okay.
Right from
You
this
can
train.
add an extra +3 and then re-roll some of those 2d6s. So
All right.
it's 2d6 plus 8 now.
Alright. Do. Let's roll. This is the dumbest secret action I've ever made.
Don't sell yourself short. This is cool as fuck, man.
Oof! 1
That's,
point!
that's close. Hey, wanna
I still have one more I can
Roll
roll.
that re-roll that 4? Come on.
Roll that 4, you can do it!
You can fucking do it.
Oh, 20.
Beat it
You
by
beat
1.
By 1. The train begins to lift slightly. Starman using all of its force, tensing all of its muscle. You feel the tearing coming from your side. As the train starts lifting on its side, if you weren't holding on to it, this thing would go spiraling off, crashing hundreds of feet downward onto a city below, breaking across the ground, killing everyone.
Yeah.
You hold it, though, as lifted up off its side. Pablo, you're losing your balance a bit.
I think I know what I need to do.
You hear a stumbling sound as Deviano fucking leaps into the train as a whole.
Forgot about Deviano on top.
It was his turn
Yeah.
next, so, yeah, Deviano, you're at the bottom now. You almost got thrown off a train.
What the fuck was that?
I'm punching a train.
Deviano is going to walk into the room. Is the invisible one still in here?
No.
Yeah, might be.
Hearing that, Deviano is going to set an additional secret action and set down his duffel bag on the table.
All right, it kind of slides a bit. Chuckle, what was your action with that secret action? What was your intention? Because I kind of came up with something, but I'm curious.
Oh, it's punching the train.
Okay,
Basically, punch the train to knock fucking Pablo on his ass.
gotcha. That's fair. Pablo, you're on your ass. You kind of slide against the wall over here, meaning that you're momentarily still in regards to the train, and you are kind of sitting there now.
Got me
And
for
now
a
it's
second.
Steveno's turn still. So you place 2 secret actions?
I mean, I have the one from before.
Yeah. You place another one. Gotcha.
Yeah. And then seeing Pablo, I'm going to, I guess, just shoot my laser eye at him. Because I'm so creative. Yeah. Woo. How helpful I am.
Alrighty.
Did a thing.
That's the
Ow.
thing. Laser eye. Pablo, roll. Opposed.
Ow.
Sorry, I was a little stunned.
Ah.
Escalation.
Yeah.
Reroll, guys.
Yay. Oh. That's gonna go well. Yeah.
Ooh. So, Pablo, how do you counteract this?
Pablo is going to pick up his sword, which is invisible, and deflect the laser beam back. Can I do it at Chuckle?
If Chuckle would like to take the hit for Deviano, you can.
I'll take
but if not,
whatever.
all right, then you'd
Alright.
be taking 8 damage.
Sure.
Yeah, you do that, lifting it up as you see the eye glow. The beam comes out, emerging at instant speed, but you already predicted the arc of the attack. It reflects, the beam cutting across the wall like a laser, and then it seems to slice into your skin, Chuck. You manage to drop back as Pablo arcs the sword. It tears off a portion of your ear, and you feel blood spurting out from your head.
Oh,
With friends like these.
gonna
It
finish
is your
that
turn
one.
now, Chuckle.
All right. So upon that, Chuckle immediately stands up, trying to walk around along this tilty ass train right now, and he fucking jumps over here and fucking jumps on the side of this thing right here, and then over these two. Then here, see how Rain's fucking doing.
How is Rain doing?
She's completely disabled on the ground, but you can tell, Chuckle, she's more or less... She's intact, but for some reason the lights aren't firing. Like, her life isn't in danger, I don't think. She is, for all intents and purposes, and mechanically speaking, it's as if she was KO'd and decided to take the KO rather than standing up from resolve health. So, like, she's down.
Okay. Well, at least she's alive. Chuckle, that's going to be in the Chuckle's action for this bit.
All right. In that case, it'll be Jaba's turn in just a moment. Then, yeah. Following up from what he said, he speaks again. Holding his blade in an arc, he puts it up to his side, pointing the front of it, pointing a rather strange stance, like he could strike 3 times in one blow. He raises up his blade.
Oh.
You feel yourself trapped between 2 walls, and with one blow,
Zulu style.
Okay.
you feel an impact coming forward.
Holy shit!
I don't think I can block that.
Oh!
Sure as hell try, Jojo.
Johan is going to just...
Soak as
Overwhelmed
much damage
by the
as you
attack.
can, boy.
I
Come
can't
on.
soak any more damage. I'm almost dead.
No, I mean roll against it so you take less.
Johan is going to put his foot...
Exploding dice, Johan. You have to believe.
I can't use Hamon anymore.
Yep.
Oh.
He's too exhausted.
Fuck. I really don't know what I'm gonna do. Johan is just going to rush forward as quick as he can, pulling the chain around his wrist in an effort to kind of dissuade or pull the attack off course. He fucking fails.
Oh, fuck, man.
Oh my god.
Fucking minimum. Okay, that 16 points of damage.
I'm in resolve. I am beyond resolve health now.
How deep into your resolve health are you?
I was at 5 when you launched that attack.
Jesus Christ.
I'm at 17 points.
You're at -5?
No, I'm beyond negative.
Oh, you're at oh. I think now would be the perfect opportunity for you, strategically, to make a critical injury roll.
Yeah.
Johan is actually going to fall to his knees and try to burst.
Oh.
As a thing, I will say, if, ooh. Let me just roll plus your thing.
Ooh.
So, real quick, you get knocked back. Do you want to take a critical injury?
Depends. Gannon, do we want to do the thing?
I think we might have to.
Yeah, let's do the thing.
All right,
Do
you're
the
gonna
fucking
have to
thing and
resolve this
save
HP.
JoJo.
You're gonna have to resolve this HP thing probably, unless it's a. Well, actually,
Unless this interrupts this. Oh, no, actually, this will interrupt the attack.
Tell me how you get
I
out.
don't think it. Well, here's the thing. Would it interrupt if you could not directly interact with him right now?
Is my stand able to make him feel still?
Not at the moment. However, let me just. Yeah, Johan. You're at negative what right now?
I
Negative
was
11, I
at
believe.
5, so that's negative 11.
Yeah, I believe it's -11. Fucking brain eyeball math, whatever.
Negative 16.
Oh, -16.
Ooh, yeah. You wanna take a critical injury? Make a roll for me.
Oh, you got to do your 5 to resist. It is -11. You're good.
What roll am I doing?
2d6. -1.
Uh-oh.
Okay. That was actually a pretty good roll. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I think it would be a -2 actually, but that's the same result. You feel yourself sliced. You go on the back foot, falling back, attempting to burst. You fail, however, and you get slashed across the chest. All 3 impact, causing blood to pour outwards. You fall again. You're critical injury. You take 2 damage every turn, but you did not take that 16. So add 16 to your health for now. You'll just take 2 every round.
Okay.
You fall backwards. He steps forward and drops the effect of his stand momentarily because you've been knocked down. He looks at you, reaching forward, wrapping his train around, it is his turn now. He grabs onto Pablo, and with a secondary action, and pulls him back through the wall a bit, away from the danger area, in a closet. And then he looks down at you again. You have no true ambition.
Is that what you think? Johan puts his sword in the ground and stands up shakily.
You do that, and you notice he approaches closer and closer. His stance as he walks forward. You don't. All you have is worthless revenge. He drops his chain momentarily, smacking Johan across the face with it and knocking him back furthermore. However, when he knocks that back, his chain is momentarily not affecting Johan. And that's how I'll give you your secret action, buddy. Yeah.
No. I agree with you for what it's worth, Mr. Jaba. He doesn't have any. It's all resolve he thinks he's got. But I have something that you don't have. I have the resolve to kill you. And there's this old method. It's called a misdirection. Now, you usually would do something like, act like you're pretty damn useless throughout an entire fight. You might even fail to hit an opponent. But that just means that they're not looking at you, that you're not a threat. This is my plan. You see, I've been preparing something for a while now. Something that I think can beat all of us. All of everyone on this train, of course. And I think it's about time that I show it. Buster! Stroker Ace!
A glow emerges from Deviano. He stands, holding himself, the fire, the glow emerging. Pitbull Terrier comes out, but it is not him. It is something different, something stronger, larger, more powerful, greater. It wraps a claw around him, looking, and with great force, it emerges outwards. A radiation, a static, a motor, a glow in its eyes. And Johan, you feel your pain momentarily lift, but only for the moment. What are you gonna do, buddy?
Well, immediately afterwards, Stroker Ace's arm is going to launch off and grab into Johan, and trigger my minion thing to give him that little bit extra and get him to burst as well. Yay, the sensation. Passing the sensation along, bud. Have fun with that.
You send the sensation, the feeling of bursting, the feeling of that opening. You force it. With Stroker Ace's increased power, you bounce that into him, replacing all instances of pain with true emotion, true power, true motivation. The motivation of someone who has no issues with killing. That is the motivation you send to him.
You might also want to drop my normal pog since I didn't cover
actually,
it.
Here's the thing. As he comes back, the burst, the pure power of his stand interrupts the power of his cloaking device, short-circuiting it just for a moment, just for a while, but long enough. And he returns, standing there, his full glory once more. Alright, Bern, if you're playing the music, you can stop that. You stand, and emerging outward too, something new comes out of Johan.
Johan looks back at Deviano, one eye wide, as his hand immediately jerks back. A torrent of wet water distorting the area around him. It's culminating quick. The power around him is culminating more and more to the point where his arm is literally glowing blue. Johan has about just barely enough time to bark out, Deviano, chuckle, rain, Johan, don't, before slamming his hand into the ground. The area around them distorts. Sanjeba is kind of blown back a little bit. The area ripples like a wave before it settles. At first, everything seems kind of quiet and calm. But every so often, you can see a shimmer of a shadow in the walls.
And with that, something swims through it, moving with speed, a form quite familiar to anyone who knows anything about marine life. A shark is swimming through the walls. Burn, switch it. All right. Pablo, you step out. You see a fucking shark. Pablo? Let's go! He sews his chain on you.
Thank you.
And then I'm gonna give something to the party real quick. I'm going to drop for you all. Here's some names. These are your villainous actions. Do with them what you will.
Yeah, have fun.
All right. Jaba is going to burn one of his bizarre points so he can act immediately. And just so that they can pull through and attempt to gain some distance, moving through the wall slightly. Let me just make sure that no one can see the player's vision now.
I can't see anything.
This is such a cool concept! Yo, this is so fucking dope! Holy shit!
I've been so excited for this.
Oh my god! You guys are fucking geniuses!
Burn, can you see any of them now?
I can't see anybody, including the players.
All right.
Nobody.
Alrighty, good, excellent. You're gonna see something in a second, okay?
Okay, go for it.
Going through the wall, suddenly the chain pulls, and then something is swimming too. Pablo, make me a brains roll. Jaba's a little too distracted to do this right now.
Nope.
What did you roll, actually? My roll 20's freezing up a little bit.
It's
but,
3.
three.
He rolled a 3.
Okay, yeah. Idiot squad at it again. Alright, let me roll for Jaba now. Okay. He begins moving forward a bit with you. He moves, and then something occurs. Shimmering from the floor. And instinctually, despite knowing his stand should be able to avoid it, Jaba pushes Pablo and steps back. He slides a bit. The stoves on both sides, luckily for them, are off. As the shark pierces outward, it grabs onto Jaba's chain, interacting with it, and pulls down. Jaba unsummons his stand. And then he realizes, occasionally, there are those in the stand world, those who have abilities that may match up perfectly. This stand he faces, it too is one that phases down. It hunts. It fights in a dimension untouchable by others except the ones it hunts. This means his stand and that one, they're linked. And that means that there might be something in this Johan boy after all. But there's no time for that. Pablo, I think it's a good idea if we leave right now. Other train car, let's go. He jumps forward, moving out and bringing his way to the other car.
As they reach that,
Mm-hmm.
Starman drops the train.
Oh. All right. So they reach the edge, and suddenly the chain drops, which means they're gonna have to make brains rolls real quick, or bronze rolls. That's that. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I'm gonna roll Starman's strength.
Oh no, I got it.
Oh, you good.
And he trips and falls. The crashing of the train a little too much. Both of them kind of hit the dirt slightly, long enough for something to emerge outwards and grab at them. And from that moment, what is the stand gonna do now? It's gonna use its power?
Me?
Yeah.
You're gonna... Son Java and Pablo hear the sound of a jet turbine whine to life as the stand's stress bursts through the wall down at them, aiming to pull them back into the train itself. With a power and a speed combined.
Alright. Make me a power roll for that, actually.
Okay.
Just a power roll. Jaba looks over to Pablo and gives him a nod. This is time. They need a dual tech.
Let's do
Oh,
it.
wait, what the hell?
That's no plus 5, just 3d6.
That's weird.
All right. So Jaba is going to actually you did get the plus 5. That'll be a 13.
Okay.
I realize that they're specifically disabled on the ground right now, so they don't get their you do get to add speed. Jaba will pull out his chain, but he won't attempt to attach it to Pablo. Instead, he grabs onto Pablo's arm and launches it backwards through the door. Oh, so that clashes, does it? All right. Actually, no. I'm going to use Jaba's other bizarre point, which I think brings him down to 0. And he's going to re-roll one of those. Yes, okay, the 2. So they pull back, barely managing to escape from the jaws of death. Literally. They get pulled backwards. All right,
Boy, I should.
Roy, Burn, down here.
Thank you.
So, well, this isn't here yet. What's up? You can see it?
Thank you, GM.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. They stand up, moving a bit. All right, Pablo, we need a plan. This thing's creeping me out.
I don't like it one bit.
So, are they currently connected to each other?
No.
Not right now, no. Yeah. No, actually, it is Pablo's turn. Pablo, do you want to attach yourself?
Yes. I will.
All right. Jaba looks at you. Now keep in mind, that thing's on a different plane. Hey, we can interact with it too, but it can interact with us. If we want to take that thing down, we got to think of something quick. We should be able to avoid attacks from the others. Got it?
Can I use a villainous action?
Yeah.
When he says that he needs to avoid attacks from others, Stroker Ace's arm comes flying through the window. Like there. Like through the wall into him. Clawing at him.
All right.
If
That's
the goal. Well, the goal with it is to use that one you gave me for sensations.
Right, that's right. So the attack itself doesn't do any damage. However, something else does occur. What are you sending him?
The feeling of his stand bursting. A foreign feeling. Something he cannot do. His body cannot handle this feeling. He begins to cripple over in pain from the sensation that no human being like him has ever been able to experience.
Right, okay. I'm going to roll 2d6 for that.
Mm-hmm.
Plus your stand's precision.
Which is A.
Alright, so that's that. And he's going to try to roll his bravery against that. Clash.
Ooh.
Oof.
Do villainous actions work in tandem with secret action? Like,
nope, you don't have secret actions right now. If you have some set, you'll be able to use them again. But if you can't set anymore when you're villain. So,
gotcha.
He looks there. Actually, hey, Pablo. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll take that.
No,
So
I
roll
will. I will burn a bizarre point for you.
It's only okay.
I have a few.
Alrighty. Then I'm gonna re-roll. Eek. Regardless, yeah, it looks like he's gonna double over a pain event. Pablo, it's actually no. Yeah, it was Pablo's turn. That interrupted as a villainous action. So Pablo, you can go now.
Okay, we need to get to the other side.
He kind of looks. No, it's just gonna follow us through the train. We need to kill it.
All right, then let's kill it.
All right. He tries to stand up, but he can't. He's doubled over in pain too much. So until his turn, he can't do anything. You're gonna have to do something.
I'm going to. We're attached by the chain, right?
Yes.
I am going to move. I am going to make us both invisible, and I am going to move us somewhere else.
Alrighty. Now, can this shark see through invisibility, James?
Yes, it can.
Okay. They start
Not
moving
in
a
a
bit.
manner of speaking.
They can smell
Well,
us.
but yes.
They appear a bit up here. As suddenly, a presence still moves through the walls, approaching them. And Pablo, do you want to do anything else? That wasn't a toes roll, so you could do something else on your turn.
No, I'm going to wait for your turn.
All right. Jaba being dragged by you. Actually, I'll move them so that makes more sense.
Just don't want to be pinned up against the wall.
Yeah. Well, luckily, because of the way this works, you could just walk through all the walls.
True.
Something begins to form against this wall, causing it to shimmer, blur a bit. Pablo, you look at Jaba, and Jaba looks at you. We can't hit this thing with Hijiju style, but I do have another idea. Grab that train hard, okay? Remember the days back in the school?
I do.
A little bit of
What do you have in
tug-of-war
mind?
would do us well, don't you think?
Not a terrible idea.
They
see what
prepare.
we can do.
They hold at either side. The shark emerges outwards, and coming out, it bursts out of the wall. And then, pulling on the chain, the Kusarigami from both sides, Jaba and Pablo tear at it, moving their chains against each other as the stand grabs into it. And then, moving forward, ignoring the walls, they attempt to tear the chain through the thing's mouth. So that'll be that, plus that, plus that, plus their special bond.
Our bond.
So it's that. Oof. We might want to re-roll that.
That's
Let's
our
see.
point.
We don't have to.
Your bond is a 1.
Do you want to, though?
I
See what happens?
feel like we're going to do better than 1.
Yeah. And you have... Are you in martial arts? So if you roll a 6...
Just
So, yeah,
because it's
am I
called a
rolling
bond
it?
doesn't mean it's strong.
So close. Regardless, that's going to be 18. So 7 points of damage is dealt to stress.
Okay.
Hmm?
You want me to?
Yes.
Okay. The chain does connect. However, you're not just dealing with a regular ass shark. You're dealing with a shark with a jet turbine strapped to the ass of it. The jet turbine, the chain does catch, and you do see some damage to the stand. However, that's all you're able to do, as the jet turbines whir to life even harder, pulling you back against the wall with a force enough to crack Pablo's head against the wall. Blood starts to drip from the temple on his forehead as stress reforms back into the wall.
Well, we'll see, actually. Because... Wait a minute. No, actually. We don't need
Why
to
not?
oppose this one.
No.
Because the stand still attached to both of them, Jaba's stand, what this means is that things like walls don't really apply to them. Which means they're riding rodeo.
Yep.
They start being pulled through, being dragged along, pushed forward. So I guess instead, we're going to be rolling to drag him backwards. All right, so that'll be another sumo. So this time, just both bronze together. Versus, oh goodness,
Jeez.
you've been in more sessions than I have, Brennan. I think you have
Yep,
2
have
more bizarre
another.
points.
Have another.
Yeah, please.
There we go. And
Oh, we need to roll a 6 though to win that.
Christian?
Yeah.
What is this? Add +5 to Stress's roll.
How from?
Villainous action that I'm not revealing yet.
Oh yes, of course.
Villainous trait that I'm not.
Yes, that makes sense. You pull that then. Ooh. Okay, at least tell me how it activates here, okay? I want to know. Because I need to know exactly how this is going so I can approve it.
The shark eyes glint over at you. You see a red as it begins to descend down back into the floor.
Alrighty. It goes downwards. In return from that, Jaba is going to attempt to cancel out his stand. But you are going to be pulled a little inside. Their skin getting caught against it, and they both rip it out, their skin peeling away as blood pours out. We're going to split that damage between us, okay, Brennan?
Mm-hmm.
So that's...
How much is that?
That is 9 damage to both of us.
Okay.
So... Oh, well, that's split at half, so 4 and 5. I'll do 5 for Jaba. Or do you want to take more, or do you want to... I don't know. Up to you.
I have more to give, so I will take it.
I'll take the 4 then. Very well. It moves under the floor for a second there. All right. And with that motion, Jaba moves up and kind of says something to Pablo. Oh, what are you sending, McKay? Alright, I'm going to tell you my secret action. Okay, awesome. So you place your secret action?
Yes. That's my 1.
Alrighty, that sounds good. Okay, nice. That's my 1. We're really good, aren't we? Yeah. God damn it. Alright, so, we'll kind of move back a bit. And both sign a stand there, looking around for where stress will emerge again. And then, coming out, the stand bursts out of the cabin, rapping with its teeth. Is that actually... You take control. I'm not the one you're controlling this stand.
Oh, I did.
Half burst.
You hear again the sound of a turbine rise to life as stress serpentines through the floor and makes a jump at you. Pablo, what do you do?
If he's making a jump at us, that should trigger my secret action, the 1. And if we make enough room and the shark were to charge at us with all of its turbine speed, we had actually set up Sunjaba's chain, and we made it invisible so it wouldn't see, to act as a tripwire so that it will cut himself in half.
Okay, quick question. Where are you bleeding?
Where am I bleeding? I don't...
From your
bleeding?
hand. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I assume I have a bizarre field considering...
I didn't do that. Because then we wouldn't have been able to use our bizarre points. They did guess the ability though. I'm sorry. I'll save that though.
Instead of charging directly at you, the turbines curve in such a way where it attacks the point of your blood, your arm. Instead of attacking you head on, it emerges down below, snapping at your arm and almost pulling you up towards the ceiling.
Alright, so that's a roll between our secret action and that. Unaffiliated party Rain, what is our secret action versus this?
Are you bringing in Jermaine for this?
Jermaine, help! I call upon the Holy Spirit! Dadamu! Jermaine!
Hey, where's Brett?
What's your thought process? Just like I'm genuinely curious with the level of secret action here.
I'm honestly like, I like it. It's probably still only about a 2d6 plus 2 at the most.
I'm feeling like I was feeling 2d6, but like maybe with a fun time bonus for the situation. Because the thing is, I like a lot like Chuckles before, where it's like, man, I just like this. Like, I'm glad I'm not the first one to say it, but yeah, no, I do like 2d6 and then added plus 2 free style points for like a middling additional 3d6.
Alright, so that's 2d6 plus 4 for us.
Jermaine has spoken.
Ooh, alright. Let's roll that power then from stress. Roll me 3d6, James.
36 plus 5 plus villainous action.
Frick!
That's a lot of modifiers there.
I can wipe out one of the plus 5s if you'd like.
Maybe so.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, maybe that'd be a good idea,
No,
says Christian.
All right, let's see. So that goes through. And yeah, Pablo, looks like your hand's getting hit for 6 damage.
Yeah.
And holding on there, he's going to... Yeah, looking at them both. Let me just real quick think. Okay, yeah. So 6 damage, you're getting pulled up a little bit. Okay, so he starts to pull up a bit. However, it's Pablo and Jaba's turn now. And Jaba, standing behind, pulls out his sword. In the other hand, Pablo's is holding his sword as well. Jaba looks back at Pablo. Well, we're not too smart, but we can do one thing really well, can't we?
One thing, and it's not dying.
Not yet. He lifts up his sword. You do too. Both of you lift up and attempt to use Hijizuru style upon your opponent. However, this will not work normally, since the steel blade of yours is not able to touch a stand. But regardless, you go in for it, believing in something strong. As you start to get pulled up, Pablo, you link your feet against the bottom of the stand, which is corporeal to you for the most part, but not at this moment. You lift your blade up and bring it down, and Jaba brings his down. Let's roll a combined Hijizuru style, which will be 3d6, keep 3, plus our bronze score. But then...
Plus 2 as well?
I think it'd just be plus bronze, plus 2. And it's a dual attack, so I guess we both add it. Actually, no plus 2. I don't think that would work. Oh, wait, no, we do, because we got the fucking dueling trait.
Yeah.
We both got the dueling trait.
Sure do.
Now, normally this would not hit. However, Jaba makes a look, taking forward. And in that moment, thanks for doing as I said, Pablo. I knew I could rely on you.
I need to.
And suddenly, the blades make impact. Huh? The secret action reveals. Jaba speaks up again. I knew we probably couldn't beat you with our stands. Well, not directly at least. My secret action. What I did when we were talking. It was a diversion, really, the invisible chain. That was simply a method for us to distribute Pablo's stand to me. Along the chain, small individual things are moving. Little tiny stands. Pablo's colony stand is crawling across the chain. It moves across on both sides, yet its purpose was not to be invisible. It was simply attaching to both of their blades, for their blades are made of steel. But when wreathed with stands, it swings forward, allowing purchase. With great force, they bring down their sword strikes, cleaving in distress from two sides, their combined ability allowing them to break down into it, slicing it. Roll opposed durability, I suppose?
Do I get to explode that 6? Because it sure is a martial art.
Oh shit, you're right, you do. Roll me an extra d6. Well, it's 23. Make a roll. Make a roll for me, James.
Durability or?
Durability, I imagine, yes.
Okay.
What was that roll?
We win.
Why is that?
Good guys win.
Oh.
I don't know why that's been a glitch tonight. Okay.
Oh.
Whatever.
That's weird. No, you're doing it. You're just no parentheses.
5.
You don't need any parentheses there.
Oh, god damn it. Alright.
Oh, -5. Oh wow, you're
Yeah.
Oh, hey! Radical!
Oh, hey. That was a lucky guess. I actually forgot what your stats were. Oh.
Yeah.
All right. They drop down. Stress, carved, disintegrates slightly, falling to pieces. They both breathe there for a second. Hey, Pablo.
How you feeling?
Well, we felt better. We've got a fight to go finish, don't we?
And I felt worse. Let's finish this.
They both move. And... switch it, Burn. Let me just drop that.
Alright, it's on the heroes.
Alright, let me just give the line of sight back to the heroes again. You all hear steps moving outwards. Returning. Johan, you feel as though Stress was defeated in combat.
Johan, something clicks back into the palm of his hand. He kind of flexes his hand a little bit and stands up. Well, they beat it. I don't know what kind of state they're going to be in, but hopefully they gave them bought us enough of time.
Chuckle, as you stand there checking over Rain, what are you going to do with that?
Chuckle is just going to check see how he's doing, see if there's any immediate repairs need to be done.
No. Again, it's like strange. She doesn't really seem to be damaged too much. There are some damages though, slash marks, if you want to try that.
I can do that real quick.
Alright. You lean downward, and suddenly, coming from behind, you feel something approaching. Make me a bronze roll versus Pablo.
Oh boy.
I don't know how to do that keep two thing, so you just count.
Alright.
Alright, that is...
Alright, so that's
14.
9. Oh, no, 14, yeah.
14. Oh boy. Good thing I had this planned. Or else I would have fucking died.
Oh. So yes, are you gonna do secret action?
Yeah, fucking, well, I was going to do a thing where Chuckles, at low health, fucking grabs Rain's arm and just fucking pushes it into himself to hope whatever Haman's left in her heals him a little bit.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, so you
that's
feel
dope
yourself
shit.
impacted from behind, 5 claws impacting in your back, piercing very vital spots. As you notice, the chain, which was flinging in the air, disconnected at just the right moment. It flings back. Pablo, unattached, Jaba swings it forward. We'll resolve that in a second, though, because, yeah, your arm goes forward. The last bits of Haman, residual energy, flows into you, Chuckle. You feel 2d6 of healing go into you.
Alright.
Holy shit, that's chunky!
Oh, wow, that's
Holy
chunky.
shit.
That's good.
I don't die!
Oh.
I just want to mention real quick, Brennan DM'd me, let me go, I'm going after Chuckles. I didn't see that, I did it anyway. Samurai minds, in sync. Alright, so now, precision roll going at Devino, actually.
Ooh.
Oh!
Oh!
You know Kung Fu too.
Oh, you're right.
Oh,
It's
God.
actually, oh, God. Alright, let me roll 2 more here. Okay, 21. However, you can use your stand for this. Like, if you need to block with your stand, that is totally acceptable.
Yeah. I'm going to stroke erase jolts forward, slapping the chain with its precision away from me and out the window.
Johan is going to reach out and grab the chain.
You'd have to use a bizarre point for that since it's nocturne.
Sorry.
Yeah, but what are you going to do, Devino?
Well, I was going to slap the chain out the window to get it to wrap around the window, and then...
Try to bring it out.
Yeah.
Okay. And make me a roll for, probably... What do you think would be best for this roll? What do you think fits the most?
Well, I was going to use precision, like I said.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I didn't hear that part. Yeah, precision.
Can I apply, since this is to avoid taking damage, my Brando survivability?
Yeah.
Oh boy, +3.
Oh, wait a minute. No, wait, this isn't... Wait, yeah, no, it is. It totally is. Yeah, totally do that.
Yeah, I mean, I know what's gonna happen if he gets me. So,
yeah, that's true.
and I'm going to... So here's a question for you, really quick. Did my... when I burst to trigger Johan's burst, I said that I used... Or that was my minion control for him to correct his roll, like his failing.
Yeah.
That counts for me, right? Like, that counts as a minion action?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to use my additional 1d6 that I get for a Brandon Man rank 2 that allows me to do that. In addition, so I'm rolling 4d6 plus 3, and I still got... Oh, that didn't work.
That's not 46. Just roll 3 other d6s for me.
Okay.
Ooh. So that means that is 8 and 14. So lose by 4. However, I'd say the flavor, you do actually successfully knock it out the window. However, when it goes out, it wraps around and you notice it touches onto Stroker Ace, slashing him from behind, wrapping in this window and moving out through this one. And in the moment that it strikes Stroker Ace, it pulls taut, phasing through the window and pulling onto Stroker Ace tightly. He stands there now, Jaba looking. You take damage as blood kind of stings out of your arm from where it was attached. Pablo blinks a bit. I wasn't expecting to fight a stand today. Directly, in combat. Oh well.
I'm Pablo.
Yeah, god damn it. God damn it.
Does that mean that my stand is current? So, he's directly in a fight with my stand?
Yes. So, that means I skipped over Chuckle's turn real quick there, but Chuckle, it's your turn, then Johan's and Divino's.
Alright. So, Chuckle, by the way, Starman despawned a little bit ago.
Alright, yeah.
So, I'm assuming he's good old visible right now?
Seems like it.
Alright, Chuckle is going to, since he's on the floor right now, is going to quickly spin him back around and kick him, trying to slide himself up here while kicking him at the same time.
Okay, so Pablo, how do you react?
Just gonna try and block the kick, maybe grab his leg so he can't leave.
Alright. Make that a pose and describe what happens, whoever wins.
Oof.
Ooh.
Oof.
Ooh, I get to wrestle.
No! Brennan's special trait.
My special trait. As soon as Chuckle tries to strike down Pablo with a kick and get himself away, Pablo actually grapples that kick, drives his knifey fingers into his hamstring, and turns it into a sick dragon screw into the wall.
Ooh, shit!
Oh, damn. Oh, Chuckle, you feel yourself slam against the wall. The window's behind you, already kind of broken. You feel the wind licking at your hair as Pablo just... Yeah, Brennan would... Good, Brennan. That is fantastic. Alright, now it's your turn, Johan.
I love dragon screws.
Johan is going to stand up, controlling his Hamon breathing to the best of his ability. The thoughts that Stoker Ace brought up from the depths kind of still whirling around him. Some of them his, others not. Others foreign and very distant, yet somehow familiar to him. He tries to compose himself and staggers back, preparing to ready Hamon for the next round of the fight.
Alrighty, so you spend that as your action? No problem.
Yeah.
Divino, your turn.
I'm gonna declare Chuckle and JoJo minions once again as my bonus, and then I am going to. How much control do I have over Stroker Ace's stats since it's a burst?
You have some control, yeah, you do. I'd say, like, the new way I want to do bursts is if you want to increase their stat to whatever the fuck you want, you just take 1d6 damage when you do it.
What if I want to decrease?
You don't gain health back, but,
I'm gonna decrease my durability again.
Oh, yeah.
And then
I forgot what your stand does.
And then, yeah. And even though I'm not, able to touch Jojo, because of my ability, am I able to use it on him still? Like, for instance, like just pass pain through him, stuff like that?
Well, actually, because Stroke Erase is passed through right now, he's in his own place, so he can't. However, you can use it on Jaba. But
alright.
if you wanted to, make me a brains roll. Actually, real quick here.
Sure. I made it.
Yeah, you made it. Nice, nice. All right, you did make it. So, you have one option available. This chain, it certainly does like to attach to things, and it's probably locking down Stroke Erase so he can't disappear. However, if you want to drag Stroke Erase through your body, you could then deposit Stroke Erase onto you, or the chain onto you.
And then allow Stroke Erase to do its thing again?
Yes.
Good. I'm gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
Depositing the chain through myself. And then I am going to have Stroke Erase sit back for a second. Or I'm gonna have it... I'm gonna... wait. Can I use Stroke Erase on him still, just since it's us connected, and Stroke Erase is my will? I'm a little unclear on how this works.
You could. Technically, loophole here, you can have Stroke Erase return it to you, because there's kind of a link there, and then you can send it through you to him. It's a really technical link, but it could work. It seems that this is simply rock, paper, scissors. He's the scissor and you're the rock.
Sure, I'll do that. And then DVNO is going to instigate the fight with Jaba by charging at him with his fist, because I don't have a weapon.
Okay. All right.
Because I'm smart.
Sees you approaching and leans into it, swinging at you with his sword.
Cool. I'm not going to dodge.
Okay, sounds fair.
I'm
he
gonna...
cuts into you then, yeah.
Yeah. And... I'm going to take that critical to my eye.
Oh.
To my robot eye, and I can get that danger prone ability.
Oh, yeah. You can.
Do I roll still for the crit?
Yeah, make me a critical roll for it still. Actually, I think I might just take it out, honestly. Since I don't have the cybernetics critical table yet, so yeah, it's just destroyed.
Oh, no, that's totally fine. I was just saying, because, like, you can...
Oh, I know what's... Yeah. Yeah, so you definitely do that. The blade pierces through your eye, stabbing through it, and then also poking out a bit the side of your head. Luckily not in the skull, but not luckily, you are aiming for it. It pokes out, tearing out a side of your face as he swings the blade outward. Johan, you notice DVNO's face hanging a bit loose on his right eye.
Johan kind of starts to get up, but staggers a bit. DVNO, you alright?
Yeah. So that triggers what I was planning. Stroke Erase shoots its hand through Johan, past Jaba, through Boy Pablo and Chuckle. It turns around like a rocket and hits at Jaba from behind. It magnifies the pain through each person.
Yep, it does. We'll say +2 per person here. So that's 10. 12 through Johan, 12 through Pablo, 12 through Chuckle. Or no, wait, 12 through Johan, 14 through Pablo, 16 through Chuckle, and then turns around and slams back into him from behind.
Yeah, and if it hits him towards me, I'm still gonna go for the punch. just casually.
Alright, well first, it'll phase through him, but that still deposits the pain.
Yeah.
Because it'll hit you, and then you will instantly divert that force over to him, connecting across the chain almost. Alright, Pablo, or Jaba, you roll your, clash. So, I'm gonna reroll for him now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Go.
However, this does still do one thing to him. Because you took a critical injury and you amplified it, he is sent roiling back in pain. His chain disconnecting as he falls over the counter momentarily, clashing against the floor. He holds onto his eye. He feels the experience of losing his eye 5 times, all inside of himself. If you want to describe what you just did, monologuing it, you can.
Ooh, you made a mistake taking my eye, idiot. Because I am a master of pain, and you're just a fucking child. And then can I pull my gun? Since he's on the ground in pain, can I just try to execute this fucker?
Yeah, sure, pull your gun.
Sure, I'm gonna pull it. I don't know. Can I do stuff with it this time?
Not this round, but you can pull it out. Unless you want to spend a bizarre point to just use an extra action and fucking shoot him.
Sure, that sounds good.
Love it.
Alrighty.
What? Guns are 2d6?
1d6 plus 2, and you do double damage dealt. He's not going to resist in this time.
Okay.
How much? Let me see.
Well, you
12
said
damage.
Yeah.
Yes. Alrighty. Yeah, 12 damage. Shit. Okay. Yeah. Ooh.
That activates my villainous action.
He does take the 12 damage though.
He does take. You're gonna take. He's going, or can I take it?
He takes the damage, but it's up to you to do it next.
Okay. Well, it's still my villainous action, which was I was there the whole time. Pablo is disappearing and reappearing to guard his friend.
Yeah, this shit. Yeah. Suddenly, a gun bangs out, fires. A shot aimed to the head, but it's moved slightly. A shot, some bleeding, a staggering, and a figure appears there again, holding a sword in its hands. So you shot him very well. 12 damage he takes.
Is that an attack against me to move my gun?
No, it's he took the blow, and he
Oh.
just took it in his body. He
Okay.
stands there, Jaba looking up, pulling back again, staring upwards. Consciousness is slowly fading. Pablo, you bastard, just leave.
Dogs like us don't get happy endings. If we're gonna die here, together.
Ooh. Switch us over, Burn. All right, Pablo, your turn. Top of the initiative again.
Nobody's hooked, right?
Nope.
Pablo is going to disappear.
Alrighty.
And he is going to attack. Hold on, I'll move myself. But he is going to attack DVNO.
Ooh, that triggers a secret action.
Oh yeah? What is it?
When DVNO gets attacked by Pablo through stealth, Stroker Ace is going to punch him in the face. Punch DVNO in the face.
Ah, I see, yes.
Into the attack, and then project the pain towards where the attack was directed from.
Alrighty. I would say then that this results in secret action. But you're a villain right now.
Am I? Because he just used a villainous action.
Oh, did you?
No.
We swapped over. I swapped us over immediately post that.
Are we?
But, you know, I think-
still, or are we back to characters?
Well, yeah. Well, who's who? Because
Yes,
I thought that you guys just
switched
used
it.
villain.
I did it, and then I switched over. But I think in this case, I'll let you do it since there was confusion. You revealed it, so
Well, and I mean, I also said it before my villainous action ability.
yeah,
was
exactly.
inside.
Which is why I'm also going to let it go.
Okay. What did I get here?
Yes. You get 2d6 plus your brains, and then Paulo makes a roll.
What do I just do? A regular old.
Isn't my stands thing? Or precision, since it's targeting him. Can I add that?
Not in this case, because
Invisible.
it is a secret action. However, what I'll do is, Pablo, you're pushing in your attack, so you can make your attack roll, and then Divino's secret action adds on to that, and you take that much stuff.
I also get my +1 because I'm conniving.
Yeah.
So I will roll an attack.
Ah. Oh, I see.
You see what I'm doing?
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah.
Okay, thank you. And
Ooh.
Kung Fu. Thank you. 20, no, that would be 10, 7, 22.
Alright.
So,
Sorry, but I'm getting some, managing stuff, okay.
okay, so I can do my thingy now.
Yes, I did just see. I got like 9 messages at once, but I did see Pablo's secret action, so that changes it up a bit, but not much. So yes, you punch yourself back, swinging back into the direction prior, which should bring you into the blade, Pablo's blade. So you punch yourself. That was that, and that was okay. Excellent, Pablo. You can reveal your thing now.
What Pablo will now reveal is that the chain that he's been keeping hidden for all this time is actually a chain blade, and he can attack from pretty good distances. So where he is, you don't really know, but he's not where you thought he was.
Regardless, I think the damage will still soak through to him because it is being transferred by Stroker Ace, but you don't impact into the blade harder. So,
I mean, the blade and my fist punching me still does damage.
yes, it does, exactly.
And both of those are going to him.
Yes, it does. So, Pablo, make me a bravery roll.
Now, I could be mistaken, but did I have something for bravery after a certain villainous action was triggered?
Yes. Yes, you did.
Can you remind me what that was again?
Your bravery bonus?
Yes.
It's up to 5 now, so you roll 5d6 in order to try to resist. No, 5d6.
Oh. Is that how bravery works? I don't know.
Mhm.
Never been brave.
Okay, so that is not enough to go against, well, actually. Divino, roll your secret action now. Alright, so that's 10 plus 13, so that's 23. So that's 7 points of damage as your body is screaming in pain. Your nerves are being frayed. However, Divino also takes the same amount of damage, meaning that you would be down to 13 and 23.
Oh my god.
Yeah, from taking his and your attack. Pablo, you are also going to be taking. So that means you would be down. Divino, you're down 23 points. Pablo, you're down... Oh god, I think actually you failed that, so roll me a critical roll, Pablo.
Okay.
That's 2d6. 2d6 for the critical roll. Also, Johan, just while he's doing that, make sure you took 2 damage from the turn order going because of your critical wound, okay?
Use the time between the cutaway to stabilize Johan.
That's fair. That's right. I think
So
I saw
his
that.
health locks in at that current
Yeah.
point, but it's not
Sounds
gonna
good.
increase.
Alrighty. So negatives there. Pablo, you feel your heart beating irregularly. You feel yourself slipping in some ways into a heart attack.
Ugh.
You stand up still. You're low on health now, I imagine, right?
Yep, not doing so good.
Okay. That means it is Chuckle's turn.
Okay.
Also, Divine, are you still standing?
Not unless I take a critical.
Yeah, you
well,
guys
I
take
mean,
a critical or
technically,
roll.
do I roll resolve first?
Yeah, you'd roll your resolve. You either, you
Never
choose
done
either
that
pass
before.
out or you can take a critical wound. So that's you roll a number of dice equal to your resolve score. So if you have 3 resolve, you roll 3d6. If you have 5, you roll 5d6.
And how do I know my resolve again?
It's your bravery score.
Okay. Never done this before. Bravery. Okay.
Alrighty, so that means you fail that, so you take a critical injury. Roll 2d6. Failed by that, so -1.
2d6 -1.
Mm-hmm.
And can I add my +3 for Brando survivability?
I wonder if that counts towards critical injury tables.
It counts toward not dying normally, so
Yeah. We'll see. Make me a roll first at -1, and we'll see if it'll happen. It'll happen. No, okay. So you also start. This time you're cut in the chest really bad, and you're at negative. Just mark your HP. You took that HP damage, so now you're here.
okay. Yeah.
Now, Chuckle's turn.
Okay. Chuckle is going to run over here, grab onto the side of this door hinge thing, and swing himself around over to fucking try to kick Son Jeba over here.
Over where again?
Well, he's going to try to kick Son Jeba via going over here, grabbing onto this door hinge, then swirling himself around and kicking in.
All right. I think that should be easy enough.
Yeah.
The only person that could oppose you would be Devino, so...
Oh, is Son Jeba move over here?
Oh. You pushed him...
I mean, I can move him there, that's fine.
Yeah,
That
move
works
him wherever you
perfectly,
want.
actually.
Okay.
Yeah, put him back there. That was good. Yeah, he kicks him in, and I'm gonna roll bronze here. I want you to roll a opposing check.
All right. Yikes.
Oof. Actually, go on ahead and give yourself a better roll on there for free from a good old pal villain J-Man. I want you to do good here.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Flash.
So, I'm gonna activate Chuckle's villainous action now. When fucking Son Jeba and Chuckle clash into each other, they stop. And Chuckle goes, "You know, I'm actually really ill-suited to fight here. I can't even do my rotation right here. It's all cramped and busy. But you know, I have to send it somewhere. I tossed it out the window earlier. So tell me, where do you think I put it?"
His consciousness is starting to fade a little bit. Where?
The answer is the train track, the train wheels. With those spinning around, they did perfectly. But of course, I need an endpoint for them. And there's one really perfect endpoint in here. And...
With that, Rain's eyes snap open. The full power of the rotation conferred to her. Her body, completely broken apart, begins to flick with electric energy. Her arm juts out, activating her villainous action, high-speed processing. In half an instant, she takes in the entire situation, caught up to speed. But something's wrong. Something's contained within the rotation. Something she was warned about but could have never expected the full weight of. Their conversation earlier wasn't just a discussion of what was happening. It was a warning. It was a warning of what Chuckle would pass on to Rain. Contained within the rotation are feelings, emotions, those of determination, fear, hints of sadness, and buried deep under it all, excitement. These emotions, one by one, crash against Rain's processor like waves, burying themselves in her mind with the power of the rotation. However, that last one sticks in her mind. Excitement. Part of Chuckle is thrilled by this fight. Part of Chuckle is excited by the concept of a hero, someone that could stand up to the villains that we've become. And that emotion strikes wrong in Rain's head. It buries itself in and awakens her second villainous action, something learned within this fight. Joy. Joy is the only emotion she experiences. Joy, excitement, elation. They all overcome her mind. And for a second, you see the rotation growing haywire, overcoming her own spin. This triggers, once again, another secret action that'll never see the light of day. Should Chuckle tag her in? Well, she's infused with spin, not infused with Hamon, and she's targeting someone who is wielding that same rusty blade this plan would come to. A repeat of earlier. However, this time, Rain is focused. The tunnel borne down to a single point. This sword style conveyed in her every action. For a moment, Rain is a blade, and she strikes. With a sonic boom, she hits Jaba's back, and the two vanish.
Whew.
Whew.
What? No, that wasn't supposed to happen. What?
Excuse me? Did you just kill your own fucking character?
I'm gonna check out now. Good luck, Brennan. I guess. Do you see anything, Roy? I don't think you would, right? Or do you?
I see nothing.
Okay.
Excuse
in
me?
that case, I gotta put him back just so he can be seen by someone.
Spoilers.
Yeah, I know. All right. So, Johan, it's your turn.
Johan, is he actually in front of me right now?
Yeah, but you don't see him.
Yeah.
This is for the sake of...
Yeah.
Johan is desperately gonna look for Rain and Son Java. He's gonna try to move through to Deviano to check out the situation.
Deviano's on the ground.
He's gonna try
He's
to conduct a Hamon charge to get you back up on your feet. Where'd they go?
You see Chuckle over here, and he looks absolutely fucking terrified right now.
Chuckle, where did they go?
I don't know. That wasn't...
What do you mean you don't know?
I don't know, I just... Oh no. Oh. Chuckle goes running down the train.
Brennan, recover that. Not Brennan, Ganon, recover that.
Oh boy, I'm only at -1.
Pablo, it is your turn.
Pablo
It's
kind of...
Deviano's turn, technically, but, sorry.
He's not doing so good. Pablo will stop being invisible upon realizing what happened. So let me...
You do so, and you realize invisibility was probably pointless anyways. Behind you, a blood trail forming. Simply sitting across the train, you stand there, looking back.
So it's over then. Then the style dies with me.
What?
Pablo draws his sword, no longer hiding it with his with the power of his stand, allowing it to be seen for the first time probably in decades. Its beautiful blade, stark contrast to the ugliness of Pablo in general. His mask dangles off, revealing his horribly torn up face.
Oh, I gotta grab
And he
that pog.
prepares
Okay, yeah.
To make his last stand.
Let me grab that pog real quick.
What have I done?
Yo!
So... Who's villainous right now? Is anyone?
It's you guys still.
Ooh. Cause I had an idea, but I don't wanna just before we even see Pablo's pog activate that idea.
Yeah. If you want to still say stuff, Pablo, you can. while
Let
this
the
is
boy
going
do
on.
his thing. Let the boy do his thing.
All right, let me just restart that then while I continue to get this this pog for you. If you were saying something, I think, but
So then it dies with me. I thought that when my family died that I had lost my entire legacy. I changed my ways. I became a stray dog. Always relying on the top student of our school to carry on the legacy, the one true thing that really mattered.
What
And now it
matters
dies with
to
me.
you? It doesn't have to be this way, though. You
I don't
can.
think you understand. Things aren't so black and white in J City. There are no good guys and bad guys. Just different people trying to make it. How many people have you killed? People who are just following orders. What makes you any better than me?
Why I do it.
The why, the why, the why. You think you're justified. I think I'm justified. We're all justified. So do me one last favor. And put this old dog down. Give me the death I deserve. I'm
Johan,
gonna take down each and every one of you.
Johan, you stand there for a moment. And Demino, what are you gonna do?
Oh, well, I was gonna trigger my bonus action of wealth. In that we are on a train track that is consistent being by this train. Now, the thing is, this city is large and swirling. What happens is that we are now currently in Avex Group territory, a territory on which I reign. In said territorial disputes, it's not out of the question that a stray weapon fire on a train might... it'll cause some... It's nothing that can't be fixed. So, I was going to use my exorbitant wealth to have a tank from off-screen shoot the train car that Pablo's in.
Oh, oh. All right, make that roll then.
I don't know what I'm rolling.
That would be a 3d6, I imagine.
Okay. Straight 3d6, right?
Yes. Right. I'm making a new pog for this, so your math's not off yet, but it will be, and I think I know how it's going to get off.
Hey, yeah.
All right, so make an opposed roll against this, Pablo. 1d6 plus your brains.
Gotta get to this other car. I don't like my chances.
Yeah, the exorbitant wealth part is buying the train. Just...
Oh, yeah, just...
This is my train now. Real last second purchase.
All right, keep
Now,
going while I get this pog. Yeah, just say what's going on.
If I, my idea was to use my chainsword to latch onto the next car. Is
Okay.
that kung fu?
That sounds like kung fu.
Okay. I have one more bizarre point.
Come on, kung fu boy.
Nope.
Not enough.
Couldn't even
All right.
die, right?
You leap forward. A tank shell blasting against the side of the car, shrapnel spreading against you as you get knocked down once more. You hit the dirt, feeling yourself begin to fall out of the open hole of the train. Except, that's not what exactly happens. You grip on. Now is the time when your mask falls, your hat flying off, everything around you simply falling. Except you hold on to your sword. Despite everything, you hold yourself and you hold onto the sword. And you crawl forward. You stand up again. As the train car begins to shake behind you, the tank shell blasting against it, you pull yourself forward as much as you can. What happens next?
Jan looks at him and regards him as he is, his disfigured face and all. His eyes are filled with many things, sorrow above them all. He looks at Sanjayba. The shaking in his... Pablo, my bud. The shaking in his hands stills, and his voice becomes cold as ice. Stand down. This is my only chance. This is your only chance, Pablo. Stand down.
What does Pablo say in return?
I never stood for much. Maybe it's time I do. And he does not stand down.
Ironically, as you
this fight ends.
Ironically, as you say that, a force rockets from behind Johan, cracking your kneecap.
Ooh.
All right. Let me, real quick. How much HP are you at, by the way?
5.
5? Okay. Make a roll for that, and then make your own opposing roll, Pablo.
Ooh. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna do that.
And in return from you, there? Oh, down to 1. Yeah, you're still standing, just barely. As a force seems to rock forward, knocking at you. Let me just get a theme here. All right. Johan, have anything to say?
I don't like repeating myself, Pablo, so I'll only say this one more time. Move, or be moved.
For a long portion of my life, I ceased living like a samurai. Don't deny me a samurai's death.
You stand. Blood is leaking from your body heavily. You feel, honestly, all it's going to be is one more round until that wound inside of your heart begins going in cardiac arrest. You hold yourself there, looking forward, with just a little bit of resolve, enough to carry you forward at least for another moment. As the individual in front of you stands, there is something in his eyes, something different. From when he entered here, he seemed lacking in something. Lacking in a true resolve in some ways. Yet now, something has changed inside of his heart, and that much is obvious. As you stand facing down the man, you lift up your weapon again, and while you hold that there, you see something flimmer, something appear behind him momentarily. A great form. You didn't see this stand before. Wait, but you should have. It was... Is this supposed to be his stand? Is this supposed to be Ocean Man? You look forward again. But he looks... And then, gazing forward, Johan looks at you. And the figure behind him, wrapping his arm around him, poses with him, staring you directly into the eyes.
Holy shit!
He looks. Ocean Man emerges, his chains broken. A chain breaking for a hard awakening. A true resolve. A dark determination. He stares forward. And with that, Pablo, you almost laughed to yourself a little bit. This is someone you can die against.
So it looks like you found it then.
To be honest, a part of me knew it was always here to begin with.
Well then.
I guess I just didn't know how to put it into words. So I'll put it in another way that you can understand. Come, Pablo.
Two souls standing off. A single interaction. One more strike. Pablo, it's your turn, so you get to make the first move. One last attack. Hijizuru style. And also, I'm gonna go grab the pog for our new boy. Alright.
Alright. Wakata.
You stand, and, with the last of your voice, you swing!
Jiu-Jitsu style.
Johan, your turn.
As you move in, the stand hits against the blade, but there's something different about the power behind it. You see the crackling of Hamon bursting through the stand, boosting its power from E to A. Your blade reverbs back, its weight increased. And in this moment, Ocean Man spins forward and delivers a right hook straight to your gut and utters one simple phrase. It follows it up again, an uppercut. Ora. More blows to your chest. Ora. To your legs, your arms, your face. Ora, 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 ora. Ora. With a final blow, it hits you dead in the chest again. This time, a charge activates. Johan clicks the charge, and you are stasis locked. With one final blow, Johan runs towards you, Hamon breathing, spinning around you, and backhanding you. He walks forward, Ocean Man behind him, and with the words, "Hope rides alone," he clicks the ability, sending you spiraling back into the kitchen. The blows that were charged all at once taking effect. You are cartwheeled over and over until you rest politely against a wall.
Maria, Carmen, I'll see you soon.
With that, the Ronin... No.
That actually activates my secret ability.
I know.
So hold on to that. Johan breathes out, makes his way past Deviano, kind of just playfully nudging him, walks over to Pablo and regards him, the broken man before him. He pulls out his sword and taps it gently against his forehead. And in that second, the deep Hamon charge he embedded in Hamon activates. You're winded for sure, and your body is utterly exhausted, but you will not die from your wounds. To be honest, I had wanted to face off against your compatriot, if nothing but to prove my resolve, but I guess you'll do. He snaps his fingers in front of Pablo's eyes. How do you feel?
Worse than usual.
He laughs playfully and shakes his head. Yeah, I can see that. But you'll live. Granted, you won't be able to walk until we can secure our escape, but you'll live.
You think you're doing me a favor?
No, I'm doing me a favor.
And what's
You see, Pablo, when I look at you, I see the results of this world, of this current state of society, to be completely honest, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you for wanting to seek this death. I don't blame you for any of this. And if it weren't for the people around me, I'd be tempted to give into that very same mindset. And yes, it would be incredibly simple to just put you down right now, but I realized something throughout all of this when Mary declared us terrorists. Answering revenge with revenge is not enough. Answering hate with hate is not enough. Answering power with power is not enough. No, I need something more than that if I'm gonna beat Mary. And do you know what that is, Pablo? Can you fathom me a guess?
Well,
Do you know the difference between power and strength, Pablo?
mind.
No. Power is the ability to do whatever you want. Strength is the ability to do whatever you want and decide what you will and will not do. Power is what Mary has, and she uses it flagrantly over those like you. Broken men under a broken system with broken hopes and dreams. That's power, Pablo. Manipulation, subterfuge, all of it worthless. What I choose to be, Pablo, is strong. I am the strong. I will show, and I'm going to show you something that Mary will never show you. Something she lacks. Empathy, compassion, mercy. These are not weaknesses, these are virtues. No, these are strengths. And so I choose to exercise this through you. Maybe you're right. Maybe there is no distinction between good and evil anymore. Maybe it's all fucking gray. But if there is a path to the sunlit shore, I will chart us a course.
And the moment you finish saying that, as your words ling along, you see Pablo look up, his eyes kind of hazing a bit, looking and staring directly at you. Pablo, what do you say to this?
I hope you don't live to regret this.
And when you say that, suddenly, bang! A bullet impacts through Pablo's skull, exiting the other side. A smoking chamber in Deviano's hand.
Johan looks over at him. What did you do?
And in that moment, I'm just going to take you away real quick. In a place, a dark place, memories, standing. Two individuals stand in an alleyway. Jaba looks forward, blinking a bit. Huh? Pablo, what are you... And with that, he looks up. Around them, inside the buildings, corpses, bodies, thugs, raised together. I remember this place. This is you and I. We were here. He looks around a bit more. This is the last mission we had together, wasn't it?
Sure was.
He kind of reaches forward, grabbing at Pablo, and Pablo just seems to slip through his grasp. I must be dreaming. Yeah, dreaming. God damn it, why can't I just get some good sleep once in a while? I'm gonna die, I'd rather just die in peace.
Now, Jaba, you know that dogs like us don't get to just die in peace.
He looks up a bit. You... Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, Pablo. Do I deserve any of this? Any at all?
I think you do. And you're not dead yet. So don't die in peace.
He
Make
feels
one
something.
more racket.
As you say that, he feels one more thing in his head. He feels a warmth at his chest. That warmth. Yes, familiar warmth. Hey, buddy! Come on, wake up. No, she snaps her finger twice. How you doing? Doing alright? Harry? She looks around. Wow, we had a really good fight here, didn't we? I mean, honestly, I'm pretty surprised. I didn't know anyone would come after some old gangsters like us, seriously. He looks... Yes. This is the moment when we met. She reaches down. Hey, do you remember what I told you on this day? He looks up. She almost kind of looks. The strange things on her head, holograms flashing up. Rainbow appears. Friendship! She shakes her hand out, reaching it forward and patting him on the shoulder. That's what we were doing here. Well, she looks around, registering the floor. I don't really think friendship was how we started, but, I mean, her hologram fades a bit. You didn't hurt anyone. Ruth, Peter, Janko, you spared them all. I was the only one with the bounty, wasn't I? Yeah. He stops a bit, and Mary looks at him. Now, do you remember what I told you? Yeah. You told me. And then he wakes up, and staring at someone right in the face. Let me just grab where that is. Is it this one? No, it is. Oh, yeah, here it is. He stares in some strange space with himself, looking outwards. I'll paint you, Roy. He looks forward. Where are we?
Rain's gone. She's like on her knees. Her eyes are empty. There's nothing there.
He moves up, looking at her. Hey. Hey.
Whatever life seemed to spring back into Rain was almost like the twitch of a corpse after it's departed. It was a muscle spasm, nothing more. Because to her, to this machine, an emotion was that spasm, something that couldn't be comprehended, something that had to be expelled from the body. Now that the lightning has faded, now that Chuckle's emotion is past, now that the joy is gone, nothing remains in the husk. Empty, she just rests in this space.
He looks down, staring at her. In the area around him, he sees nothing, as if they were trapped in some dark place. He goes down and pulls out something from himself and inserts it into Rain. Rain, you feel some power returning to you. Like a fresh start. Waking up again. Your eyes return, glowing blue. An individual kneels down in front of you, staring at you in the face.
Her eyes blink open, like consciousness returning. She looks up, she looks around, and once again casually activates her villainous action to quickly process the situation.
Gotcha.
She grasps it all in but a moment, but there's one thing that isn't quite comprehended by her. Something that can't be encompassed by her processing no matter how hard it spins. Clenched in her hand during the exchange when she tackled Sun is that same rusted blade she wrested from his body. Clenched so tightly, 2 of her fingers have snapped damn near off. That blade rests in her hand. I lost. I lost. Oh, this is embarrassing. Collapses to the ground.
Jaba catches you as you fall, holding on your arm and pulls you up a bit. One hand on your shoulder, he looks at you, staring into your eyes, staring at something else. You really do have the same vibe as her.
I think she would have won.
Oh, yeah, she would have. She did. She beat my ass real hard, actually. He kind of smiles a bit. And
Look,
Where-
isn't this the moment, isn't it the moment when the hero is at their absolute lowest that they're supposed to take on some big burst of power? Why didn't it work for me?
He kind of looks up it, and then thinks for a moment. It's because, in the big moment, he kind of stands a bit. The hero finds something to fight for. He remembers what he's doing. He remembers why he's here. He stands proud. He moves, and he strikes with resolve. But Rain, if you're anything like her, you have a heart that's bigger than anything I can comprehend. But you don't have a resolve. What you're fighting for, can you truly say what it is in your heart?
Rain freezes. No matter how, even with the full power of her processor, no conclusion comes. She thought for a while that she'd fight for revenge, that it would be worth it if she could gain revenge for every last soul that was lost in the cause of justice. Every soul that cried out and was silenced in a situation just like this. But in her moment, when she could strike with all of that power, with this sword against someone who was completely unarmed, she finds herself completely unable to swing the blade. Quietly, almost respecting the gift that she's been given, she takes the rusty sword and braces it against her back. Her hair almost grotesquely entwining with it. Right? I've got nothing.
No, that's not exactly right either. Yeah, you did have nothing. When we first met, at least. But I'd say you got something now. And don't forget you do, okay? He stands. That sword you're holding on to right now. It's yours. It's a memento. Just to remind you of, well, what exactly happened here today. Remind you of me, you know? He smiles a bit at you.
Though I probably could never forget, I appreciate the gesture more than you could probably ever know.
He looks again. In that case, if you truly appreciate the gesture, I want you to send me back.
That's right. We're somewhere else right now.
Yeah, and you took me here, whatever it was. I just woke up. And
that wasn't me. That was Chuckle. Clarice shakes her head back and forth. No matter what, no matter the situation, Chuckle's ready and willing to do whatever it takes to protect the lives of those he cares about. I wish I could fight with that resolve even for a second. If you have to thank someone, thank him.
Chuckle. On cue, something rips through the blackness, pulling itself through, falling into the space. There seems to be a hole formed from this point. Chuckle, they were underneath the wheels. You found them, though, and you found your way in. Except the scene you see here isn't exactly what you're expecting.
Chuckle looks at those two and he goes, "Oh, thank God." He comes over really fast. He goes, "You okay?"
I mean, you warned me that we might share emotions through the spin touching rotation. I knew it would go bad. I didn't think it'd be quite like this.
Hey, you.
Yeah.
Thanks for not being an asshole about this.
He looks back. I wouldn't say that, but at the end of the day, well, let me leave you some parting words. Back at the dojo, first lesson my master taught me. You know now why the Hijizuru style attacks aggressively. A feeling of joy. Fighting with your true heart into it. Do you want to know why we fight like that?
Rain tips her head.
We fight like that to spite the world. he steps out of the rift that Chuckle formed.
Nothing we say can top that end scene. Fuck! Jesus Christ!
Turning backwards, a smoking bullet wound in Pablo's head. Individual standing. Both of you.
What did you do?
It's called pragmatism, Jojo. I'm gonna lean against the... I don't care about your high ground. I'm not you. And I don't need to care about it. I'm gonna make sure my enemy isn't around anymore.
In front of you...
I got out of roll 20 by accident.
Okay, it's fine. In front of you, as you do that, you start walking. Johan, there's many things that pop in your brain. However, you both look now as you start coming out of the kitchen. Divino, you stop dead in your tracks.
Mm-hmm.
I moved that. That's
Johan is actually going to pick up Pablo in his arms.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to start walking him out towards the end of the train.
Okay. You do that. However, as that happens, still in your hands, I want you to move out of the kitchen, like right here.
Okay.
You notice something in front of you. An individual popping. And from his hand, he notices, looking at both of you, his chain ricochets forward, blasting past where you are. It's Pablo's blade resting on the floor. He pulls it back instantly, and noticing Pablo's form in an instant, yet he's not ready to cry tears or lose today. I activate his third secret act, villainous action. Chains of friendship. His bond to the Diablo Swing Gang. In a moment when he drops below and be defeated, he is reduced back to 0 HP, on the verge of resolve damage, and he fights until he dies.
Actually, Johan holds up a hand. I just want to bury him.
I'll take care of that.
No.
Put him down! And with that, he raises his sword up, his chain wrapping around it, a technique they used against stress. He prepares himself. His body damaged, but his soul resolved. He waves his sword forward and moves, pushing at Divino. With a swing, he goes, and walking into Divino's direction, he hears a familiar sound. Something in his mind. A voice saying something along with him.
Jesus style.
And with a slice, pierces forward, attacking Divino, 11 damage.
Okay. Can I use my stand's precision to pull me back? To try to pull me back?
Yes, you can.
And plus my 3 for survival?
Yeah, because you're gonna fucking die. You better pull yourself back.
Yeah. Is it supposed to still be dark? Because I see nothing.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Let me, drag you back. Well, no, it shouldn't be dark. You should be able to see.
Oh, I can now. I don't know why, but...
Okay. He reaches forward, slicing. You pull yourself backwards. Not retaliating, but in this moment just kind of dodging. Put yourself where you want within its, 6 squares, basically.
I can't move my stand, so I haven't got my protector, but yeah, it threw me into the chair.
All right, and then
I'm going to set a secret action, if I can.
All right, okay. How many have you used? I think you're good, honestly.
I actually have only triggered 1.
Yeah, that's true, So
the rest of them kind of went out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so, And that way, that was his turn. Now it's your turn, Johan.
Johan's just gonna stand back and kind of rest Pablo against the wall and close his eyes. He's just gonna stand here and wait. He's not gonna assist Deviano at all.
All right. Deviano, it's your turn.
Deviano is going to I do not have anything. So I guess I'm gonna try and attack him.
Punchy, punchy.
Yeah. More like slashy.
Oh, yes, because, yeah, you know, you go up. The claws of Stroker Ace striking forward. What a familiar pair of claws. Make your attack.
I'm gonna...
That was a 1d5, but that's fine.
Is that power, precision?
Power.
Okay, can I also add my precision modifier for targeting the throat?
Not in this case, no.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, you still go, though. The claws pierce through. Sanjayba, momentarily dazed by the method of attack, the claws scratch against him, tearing away blood from his neck, scratching at his little collar thing that he has there. It falls off, as do his beads. They were already gone. He steps back a bit, and then, moving forward, he stands again, and this time, in his own voice, he yells out. Moving past, his chain attached to the sword. You see the chain making contact, slicing at Pitbull, Stroker Ace. How do you respond?
Actually, I've got a secret action I'm gonna use at some point. But Ganon, if you want to go, you can go.
Also, Bern, you can switch it if you hadn't already to the party.
Is he connected
I wasn't told to do that.
Yeah, I know. I didn't tell you that.
He's connected to Stoker Ace, right, Christian?
Or is he
no.
just attacking me?
His blade, his stand is wrapped around his blade right now.
Okay, so he's not currently under the effects of Deviano's stand.
Nope, he's not.
All right, get activate. You want to do the thing, or I got my secret action.
Well, I was just gonna declare JoJo still, since I can do that.
Okay.
Against his will.
That's fine. The thing I'm gonna do might. Okay, am I next or?
Yeah, I mean, I could shoot my laser at him. I'm gonna target.
No, you can't because your eye was turned.
Oh, right. No, yeah. Forgot about that.
No. I got this. Don't worry about it. Okay, you ready, Ganon?
Yeah, sure.
All right, Johan is gonna walk forward and activate a secret action, which is when Deviano drops to low enough health, Johan is gonna sucker punch him, catching him unawares and knocking him out.
Deviano?
Yeah.
Okay. I can't really. I mean,
you're not gonna take any damage. You'll just get knocked out.
Alright. At which point, if you want to accept that,
this will draw aggro to Johan, by the way.
Alright. That means that was that yours then? Okay, that's secret action?
Yeah, that was my secret action.
Okay. The stand seems to vanish slightly. And Deviano momentarily, comfortably though, falls unconscious in the chair.
Johan lets out a sigh and shakes his head in regards to Sanjeba. Well, now that that's out of the way, I don't need to worry about him making the same mistake twice. You see, Sanjeba, you were right. I did lack something. I did lack a resolve, and I did lack the way to properly frame it. And he gestures to the wound Sanjeba left. For that, you have my eternal gratitude.
He looks forward at you, staring at us. Yeah.
I wanted to share my resolve with you, Sanjeba. Would you grant me that?
He looks at you, staring forward. His eyes are stone cold, staring at you directly in the eyes.
I saw in Pablo the injustices of this world, and the coldness in which he was regarded.
You can stop. I can see it in your eyes. There's no need for you to talk anymore. Come on.
Will you accept me then?
He moves forward, striking at you with his blade. His answer is in his blade.
Ocean Man stands between Hamon-infused fists, ready to fight. Selective burst. Johan, with his newfound action, dark determination, pushes through the pain and hurt and the wounds to burst his stand speed to A. Striking with a power and a speed unrivaled and unmatched, Ocean Man contests and pushes Sanjeba back.
That is indeed your plan.
Yes.
Roll. Power plus your Haman bonus, or power plus your bronze.
Plus 4 plus what again?
Just power plus your bronze. You move forward, striking at him. Barely managing, he swings. His sword makes purchase. Ocean Man blocks on his gauntlets, pushing him back. He takes 1 damage, but his bravery is high enough where he wouldn't pass out from that. So, it's your turn.
Again?
Alright, your turn. Not time for another blow.
Johan, eyes cold as steel, glances downward. His stands, fists, and flurries increase. Sanjeba's getting pushed back as Johan moves forward, his stand blocking him the whole way. Ora, 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 ora.
Send me that roll. You move forward, and in return, he shoots back. Also, no +4 there, as I said.
Okay.
Just a +5. So that actually is his. Which means that you start doing that. In return to your strikes, your auras, he yells outwards. And just as you push forward, he pushes back. You are locked in that singular spot. And, continuing, it is now... That was yours, so it's his. He pushes forward once more. Another strike of blow. Reply with yours. You push him back slightly, your punches engaging against his blade. He begins to fall back slightly. You take the advantage once more, drop to 3. And, at that moment, it is your turn. Another Fury of Blows, another Aura Rush?
Yes, focus specifically on the blade.
Alright, you start punching forward. And, in that moment, he strikes back, but Hijizuru style. Not an art for defense, but an art for attack. He takes 3 more points, putting him down to 5. Or 6. And, from that, he moves slightly more. Taking advantage, he hops to the side, moving around the table, and... Jumping on the wall, he brings his sword down like a pike down towards Johan's soul, choosing to attack Johan himself instead of the stand.
Johan is ready. At that moment, Johan clicks his finger to his thumb. The stand's ability activates and your sword is stasis locked in air.
You know Kung Fu, J-Buck?
I do know Kung Fu. So what if he doesn't have a sword? He swings off of the sword in stasis, bringing his feet to your face. So that's going to be 21.
Okay, what am I rolling to counter this?
Well, you used your stand charge, so now roll your bronze. Roll, just roll your straight bronze plus your like 1d6 plus bronze.
Okay.
All right, you take 11 damage as you're knocked back against the table, thrown to the side, boots impacting your face. You are dazed for a second, standing up. What's your HP at?
5.
Okay. He lands against the floor again. I am seeing it. Your turn.
What is that, Jaba? What do you see?
He's not going to say anything till you attack him.
Ocean Man once again clicks into place, rolls forward, and clashes with Jaba hand to hand, its fist aiming for his gut.
All right. Since he's on the defensive, he takes 3 damage, knocking down to 9, at which point we can roll. All right, so he's still up. He gets impacting the wall, feeling the corner of the wall impacting against his spine, causing him to heave a bit. Purpose behind the blows. He moves forward again. This time, holding onto his blade, he swings it forward. A technique he learned from Pablo. The blade wraps around, going around Ocean Man and striking you like a scythe.
Don't you see, Jaba? In your anger and your blindsidedness, you missed the one thing important. You lost this fight the minute you made contact with my stand. Johan activates the charge he put on Jaba's stomach, locking him in place, opening him up for another blow.
You do so. However, the blow you do does not stop the chain from spinning. As you feel 1d6, roll 1d6 plus bronze. All right, so you take, let's see, 15 damage.
Okay.
Meanwhile, roll your power plus your Haman, and he'll take it unopposed. All right, that's 19 damage. He was at, what was it, at 9 already? That's 28.
Whoa.
Let's see what happens. Ah. The charge activates on him. He feels himself held. You make your own resolve roll now. You would be trying to pass a 15.
5d6?
Oh no, not a 15. Whoops, I messed up. Yeah, what's your resolve score? Or your bravery score?
My bravery is 4.
All right, then you roll 46, and you're actually trying to beat a 17. So 17 with 46. Okay.
Can I pop a bizarre point to re-roll it?
If you want to.
Alright, yeah.
You can roll one of them.
Fuck. Second one of that. Re-roll 1. Oof, that's not much better.
However, in that moment, you fall, going to the ground. Make me a critical injury roll.
What's that? What roll is that? 5d6?
2d6.
Oh, okay.
All right, so that's a 5. I'm going to have to pull up the critical injury table, but meanwhile, someone roll 2d6 for Jabo, will you? If someone would be so kind.
Oh, God bless you, Burn!
All right, so Jaba continues to stand. You do too, but he is encaged inside of this. As inside, his chest begins to push in aside a bit. However, he still has not given up yet. Meanwhile, I'm going to read off what happens when you are impacted in the chest. Besides that, though, you feel the chain coming from the side, reaching around and pushing across, through, around, passing right near Deviano. If he was awake and moving, he might have actually gotten hit by that. But instead, it drifts around and impacts you on the head. So this critical injury is on the head at a 5. So I'm just going to go grab that real quick. It's a 5, so let's Okay, open the game. 5. The attack impacts the character directly in the mouth, damaging their tongue and knocking out teeth. While injured, the character takes 2 damage every time they attempt to speak. You feel the hilt smash against your mouth. As then the chain comes back, bursting against Jaba, and it pops a bubble. Roll another power burst as he gets jetted back. All right, he takes 12 more points of damage. So that means, okay, 12 plus 20. Ooh, no, that's failure by 2 or 3. So, all right, he's still bleeding. He shifts up a bit. I just wanted to shut your mouth. You don't have to say anything else. I get it. He stands up. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop. He moves forward, slashing forward. One more strike of Hijizuru style. Except his blows, they grow slightly weaker over time.
Hijizuru style.
Hypothetically.
Maybe slightly.
Ocean Man replies.
Oh, this is it.
Fucking.
This is it.
This is the thing.
Oh,
Oh no!
So
24.
powerful.
He
What?
slices. Suddenly, 24 damage. You feel a blade cutting against Ocean Man. What are you at HP right now?
I
That
was
only a
at
difference
5, but then you dropped me into reserve, so I think I'm even lower than that.
That was only a difference of
Regardless.
8, Christian. Just saying.
But it clashed, so it's actually 16.
Fuck.
I'm thinking I'm in pretty bad shape, to be completely honest.
You could die. Like, no joke. If you roll poorly on the table, you could instantly die right
Give
now.
me a bravery roll.
Oh man, knocking Deviano out was a great idea.
Even though Smug's in his sleep. No, wrong thing. 46.
Oh,
And
what?
actually, 46. And add your Dark Determination to this. Which, in this case, would most probably be a plus 3.
Die. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh, fuck.
Oh fuck.
Wait, so, let's see. 16 damage? Were you at 7 before?
I was at 5 before I dropped the first time.
Then you got dropped down.
Ooh. It's
I just
close.
barely makes it.
Yeah,
I don't.
think he barely. He either barely makes it or barely doesn't make it. I'm gonna look at chat. Chat'll know better.
All right.
Can my minion thing help?
Oh, you know it could.
Because I can put my brain score, that's 5, into it. I can't really monologue exactly, but I know who can.
Oh my god, I'm waking it up. So, on a duffel bag on the floor, entity crawls out. A strange baby. Wow.
Oh, god damn it.
It kind of looks out, peeking out. It's too scared to emerge. That resolve. It is too powerful. I can see. Divino let himself get sucker punched, did he? Yes. He wanted to test him. This is... A clash of blows. The blade standing. Johan moves forward. The pure weight in his walk causes Technologic to just fucking dunk back in the duffel bag and never come out. Sanjayba looks and prepares again to slice, moving a bit to the side. And then he waits. Your turn.
I think I just gotta attack you again.
Mm-hmm. Give me that.
Adding Dark Determination to that attack.
It wouldn't be the other +5, however, that's still enough. So that brings him down an additional -5, so that means... Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Oh, boy.
Oh.
Let me... Oh. Let me roll location then, just to flavor this. Alright. You strike forward. He swings with his arm, bringing his thing down. However, as his sword goes in, he releases one last chant. One last call. However, as the sword comes down, a hand grips on it. Johann, Ocean Man grabs onto the blade. It loses its fingers, but it stops it. And in that moment, Ocean Man, its own resolve, pushing. It slams its fist into Jaba's chest, impacting him. There was no other way. In that last moment, you acted on instinct, on your resolve. Any other result would have ended in your death. As you stand there, blood pours out of his chest wound. Jaba looks. Ocean Man secretes a water from the keyhole in its mouth. It begins grabbing at Jaba, encircling him. Jaba looks a bit. His heart stopping, he has one more thing to say. One last sentence that he can utter after his breath ceases.
That activates Johann's secret action.
You are out of them, actually.
Oh, am I? Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Fine.
And in that moment, he looks. What a torrid day. In my last moments alive, I found... His sword falls to his side.
Johann looks down at him with sadness. He can't speak or say anything, but the emotion is there. He can't really tell what Ocean Man is doing. The weight of the battle is just suddenly coming down on him all at once. He falls back in his chair and passes out.
In the last moments of passing out, Jaba's body is compressed into a pulp, a bloody mess. Ocean Man sucks it up, drinking his well-deserved meal. He looks to Pablo as if to approach as well, and then vanishes. The individual that summoned him no longer keeping him out. And with that, two individuals return outward. From a dimension of spin, the train. It seems to eventually, only a minute and a half after this conflict ends, stop. There are no passengers left to unheave except these two. Chuckle and Rain, you turn around, looking. You see Pablo's body, shot with a bullet, and the passed out bodies of two individuals. Jaba, nowhere to be seen.
What happened?
Not so sure. Rain processes this in a moment, but doesn't really want to say anything.
Oh, she's learned a little. In that moment, the Ronin and the samurai, no, the two samurai, fly away into the sunset, their souls gone. Yet, as they leave, they simply leave with the sunset. For after all, as was once said in the Hijisuru-style dojo, the sun never sets. You simply lose sight of it when day turns to night. And with that, the train stops, and the individuals unload.
So I was muted because I was having feels, but when the train pulls into station, there would be like feel-good people for Deviant now.
Oh, absolutely. You were in Avic's territory when the train stopped, as was planned, and after you called up before entering in the train. Feelgood pulls you out, brings you away. In that moment, you find yourself held there. And parted away, Feelgood begins going. They reported that the CI has gone missing, perhaps taken, though there is no sign of the samurai, the one who supposedly took it. No sign of Son Jaba. Hey, Burn.
Yeah.
It's time.
Fine.
Oh my god,
Perfect. Just as chat starts freaking out about what happened.
Oh,
Great timing.
fucking hit me on the ground. God damn it.
Is that including the extra stuff that I
The
found?
video?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Here you go, chat. Enjoy this.
You sit, looking, walking. Oh my god, you're so hungry. Very, very hungry. You look around, the pulsing walls. You started walking. They seem to sink and expand around you as you move. And every time you reach out for one, you touch it and it simply secedes, falling backwards. Moving on inside. Roll me a bravery check.
Oh. Okay. 7.
You move through, exhaustion taking you, hunger. You see the bodies. Are they yours? Are they someone else's? No matter. You can continue to wander in this place, moving. And as you travel, however, there is a tickle of something on your back. A motivation to move forward. Like a soft hand brushing against your back. And at that moment, you move forward. You continue traversing this strange place. You resolve, not yet beaten. Switches back.
Woof.
Woof.
Oof. Did I? Yep.
Yay.
Whew. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay, everyone's gonna hate me now.
Woo! Thank
We
you.
did it after
That was
all.
good. We did it. We did it.
We
Did it. We did it.
Did you feel bad for
I
the
only got
villains?
to do the thing.
We did it. We did it. Yeah. Good job,
Everyone's
Brennan.
dead.
You did fantastic.
Everyone's dead.
Yeah, fucking everyone.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Fuck.
Goddamn. Be fucking glad that you fucking 86'd him while Chuckle wasn't there.
Yeah, it was a pretty good
Yeah.
timing though.
Oh my god. God, this
100%.
session. I am emotionally exhausted.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I want to
Oh
point out
my
that
God.
shit me and Jay did, not pre-prepped at all. Literally just on the spot.
Yeah, literally all of this is just like, oh, I guess this is happening.
I love how you accidentally made Purple Rain.
Oops.
Yeah.
Who says the color was purple? Fucking. Yeah.
Hey, you said blue and red mixing together.
It's violet. Please.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, what you call it? Wow, this is not even. Oh. That was a lot.
Yeah. I'm not okay.
I'm ready to die.
Sorry.
Holy
Can't die yet, 'cause we have fan art and things.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Let's go through fan art display cat.
We have some in live fan art, and we have some in fucking
Yeah, we have one in live fan art, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and a bunch in carbon interface fan art.
Yeah. Johnny Dragon drew the new Johan picture.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, that's really good.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Donnie.
Good old mass doing
Oh,
the mass thing. and
Christian,
then
we should probably drop like the new pogs and shit.
Yes, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
All right.
Oh, I
permanent
can
interface.
drop Stroker Ace if anyone cares to see it.
All right. This was done for
Oof.
my birthday. It was yesterday. Roy, dressed as I can't remember the anime because I've never actually watched it, but the
Cheerlead.
ringtone that he had,
Oh, Lucky Star.
Lucky Star, yeah.
Lucky Star. Yeah.
Very important.
Don't tell anybody, but I've actually watched that show.
Do,
Don't tell nobody though.
Can we just drop
Shame
them
this is
into
recorded.
CI fan art?
Yeah,
What?
please do. Because
Okay.
I'm going through that already. We have Rain in a pretty pink dress, done by It's a Decan,
Fucking-tastic. Thank you.
who deserves the artisan role. Yeah. Wandering Mask. God, there are so many cafes in the city. I know. I'm in all of them. Wait, what the fuck?
Wait, what the fuck?
Broken things work the best.
Oh, that
I
was really
fucking
God,
love
is
that. That was
good.
like,
Yeah.
that was like, whoops, that line was awesome. God damn, like, yeah, I think you saw Rain's character, like, endgame change 3 times this session.
Yeah.
That sure did look dire for me for about 5 minutes.
Yep. Aw, she's having fun as Rain and Sanjeba go at it. I didn't even hit you, you jackass.
That
Throws
seems
Yeah.
so good.
That was good.
Yeah. And Rain getting purple eyes because I made
Yeah,
that joke.
fucking
Ah, that's so pretty.
it's so pretty, Mask. You're killing me. God.
You okay there, buddy? Help, please. Yep, literally can't. Johan trying to get into the train car. How's it going, Pablo? Oh shit. Fuck was that? I punched the train. Is the invisible guy still around? No. Yeah. that was fucking good.
Yeah.
Good job, Rain.
You're right. Divino is the master of pain.
Yeah.
He is.
Oh, good.
Hey,
Oh, it's so
No.
good.
Divino's the only one who knew Pablo killed Yang, and that he has come back on multiple occasions to hurt people.
Yeah, I knew that. I didn't bother telling anyone either.
Well, we can talk about that later. You just
Yeah.
find yourself after the fact.
Yeah, and that was
It
my
was
comment
more-
of Rain trying to kill her own frickin' character.
Yeah, I love
I
that.
love Young with the ponytail. It's
Did you just kill your own character? Yeah, I gotta say, fucking mad props, Cannon, for just shooting him. Because, like, if you had taken the option of telling everyone first, like, no, he's actually a bad guy and I'm gonna kill him, 0 impact. Just
Yeah.
doing it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the juice.
I was still muted because I was screaming so many different things at myself.
Oh my
Messaged
God.
it to Afro and had him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For the record, Tapo Apsis in chat. Pablo was the one that shredded the paper that we were going to use to get out of the sewers. So that
Yeah.
is what caused us to be in the situation which caused Yang to die.
Yeah, like it's not it's loophole logic, but Deviano is aware that Pablo was in play, can turn invisible, and something went wrong with all of their really well thought out escape plans. So
Yeah.
he put some things together.
That makes
I mean-
sense.
Yeah, I have no problem with Pablo dying because Roy straight up warned him, "Hey, stay out of our shit, or we will kill you," and he died. So that's fine.
Remember that time that
I'm
David
actually
called us
fucking
out?
mad
Yeah.
that Sanjeba died, like real fucking mad.
My
But it is
original
what it
plan
is.
was to save Son Jaba, to be completely honest.
Yeah, I wanted that too.
I
Yeah.
mean, like, we tried our fucking best. It didn't work out that way. That's sometimes how the dice come out. We
We've
got a
been talking
tragic
about
end
this
this
for a
time, but
month.
ooh, was it sweet.
There was
Like-
no way.
There was no way. Like, we tried our damnedest, and, like, it just... the way the situation played out, we did our best. We gotta call it there. Guys, this session was fucking incredible with the way, like, no point in wondering about what ifs. What happened was goddamn great.
Yeah.
God,
Anyways.
like, I'm also in the camp with J-Man. I am glad that Rain missed all that shit at the end, because that means I don't need to think about it right now.
Yeah, that's great, right?
Yeah!
Christian, who did the Sun Jaba and Stoker Aces art?
All right. Well, let me start with this. I'm gonna run down
let's-
the artist real quick. Well, actually, the stroke race stuff I'll let Ganon talk about since he was the one. Who committed.
We're not there yet.
Oh yeah, shit. Sorry.
Let's do one more, and then we'll be at Stoker Ace. I'm sorry, but this is
fine.
Wandering Mask doing Johan.
Ah,
Now
So
we have
good.
Stoker Ace.
look at that beautiful man.
I'm love. I'm love.
So Stroker Ace, and it's Stroker, guys. You keep saying Stoker. Yeah, Stroker Ace was done by the same man who did Pitbull Terrier, Turbo T-Rex Twitter handle. I don't know.
I'll
any
post
other-
the Twitter handle at the end.
Yeah. Whereas my burst reveal was done by Tobias. I should
Nice.
probably edit that to just say.
Yeah, ping him.
Yeah.
Always.
Then we got new Ocean Man.
Done by
Yes.
Chibi.
I love
the
it.
by Chibi.
Man is done by Chibi. Yes,
Fucking
it's very
insane.
fucking good, and I've been waiting to post it for weeks.
Oh, the
Yeah.
fishnets, the
Yes.
fishnets and the scales, and like the weirdly like this thing is supposed to be sexy, but as a monster face, like
Yeah.
that's so
Yeah.
JoJo.
Fucking
It's a mess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's JoJo shit. Oh my god, good work.
And
Someone
taking
was
up the
saying it's,
JoJo to the next level, even
Yeah.
is the fucking CG.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's
My
crazy.
God.
Shit. I love the contrast between Stroker Ace and Ocean Man. Mostly the like I like the red and white motif versus the like blue and gold. It's
Also, the mechanical against the natural.
yeah.
Also the
organic.
shark.
Yeah.
Also the shark. Listen, the shark
Yeah,
was
the shark
critical.
was pretty fucking great. And we also have the
Oh, we gotta-
CG for Sun Jaba.
Yes, Kaguya did that one, and it
fucking
rends my
great.
soul in half.
Yeah.
Yeah. You asshole.
Jesus.
So
Christ.
anyway. This is Turbo T-Rex. Twitter Turbo T-Rex. He did Stroker Ace. And,
Good lad. That
This
one.
this Stroker
Yeah.
Ace. And Tobias
Strong
did
boy.
this one.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Is there anything else we gotta go over?
Nope, doesn't look like it. Unless we want to do a character poll, but honestly, it's a bit late.
I don't want to.
I don't want to.
No.
I just straight up. I don't.
Everybody did good. Everybody
Maybe
did great.
Maybe the best JoJos are the ones that survived.
I wouldn't even say that. Like it's all good. I made a joke character poll that had people voting between Boy Pablo and Sun Jaba, but like even that I feel isn't in the spirit of things. I thought that like the ending would not be what it was, so I think we can just fucking give ourselves a hand on the a round of applause, a hand on the back, a clap around.
Can I shill real quick? Something?
Go for it.
Yeah,
Chill.
go for it, man.
I made a coffee. You wanna help? Thank you.
Yeah,
check
it's
out
Kofi.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Kofi.com
like a
/
like a
Christian
Kofi. Yeah, like the website. I
No,
thought
I'm
you
a
were.
barista now. I just like
I thought you were
brewed
making
up
a
coffee.
barista joke, and I was
Yeah.
gonna say too fucking soon, asshole.
No.
Yeah. It
Yeah,
would be
go
too
check out
fucking
that
soon.
Kofi.
Jaba's not the only one with a coffee. Come on,
Shut the fuck up, Christian.
Go check out that Kofi. Go check it out and tell your doctor about it while you're high on medication.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, man.
I've been working on JoJo to get it out this week, and I made that just in case anyone wants to do something nice. I'd appreciate it. But also, I am going to be, hopefully, the finale will be coming next Monday,
Yeah.
if everyone's good for it. No promises, but if I can. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
I love you all.
Coming
I really
out,
do.
everybody.
Alright.
Yeah, this is
Thank you
good.
guys for
Stay
watching. We'll see you
frosty.
next time.
Yeah, we'll see you
Bye.
next time. Have a
Later.
good night, everybody.
Drink
Say
some
goodbye
coffee.
to chat.
Drink some coffee.